What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all?
Yo, turn the lights down low and the drama up. She's late, she's loud, and she live. Woo! You already know who it is. Shay's too, baby. She back again. Crowd lit, vibe on 10. Shay walk in like we back again. News, tea, jokes and spins. She don't do small talk, she go in. From the headlines to the comment section, she call names with no correction. You tuned in, don't act brand new. It's late night, baby, she got that view.
It's late night with Shay.
She say what she want and laughs all day. Look on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I let game, back again.
It's late night with Shay.
She say what she want and laughs all day. Look on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again. Popcorn ready, wig on alert. She dropped one line, is somebody hurt? Talk show queen with a side of roast. She run this thing from coast to coast. Late on purpose, still on time. She hit you with shade, then call it a rhyme. Talk smart, talk slick, talk flame. Say the name right here, late night with Shay.
It's late night with Shay.
She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again.
It's late night with Shay.
She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again. That's right. News, drama, laughs, whatever else you feel like. One mic, one queen. Late night with Shay. Shay's too. She back again.
It's late night with Shay.
Yeah, she say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. Now you thought I left, nah, I'm back again.
It's late night with Shay.
She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. And you thought I left, nah, I'm back again. Yeah.
What's up, y'all? What's going on? Happy and blessed Monday night, Tuesday morning out there on the East Coast. I hope you guys had a beautiful Monday. I definitely did, and thank you guys so much for being here. All right, y'all, we got a great show tonight. We're going to be talking about Terence Crawford being stopped by the police, and the police pulled a weapon out on him. Tyler Robertson had his hearing today, and he has a court-appointed attorney, I believe, a defense attorney. We got some D4vd news, you guys, and, you know, Celeste Rivers news and everything, you guys. And we got some breaking news, you know, and we got the viral videos, reaction, and we got Shay's thoughts. And that's what we got tonight, y'all. So thank you for being here. Welcome to everybody in the bushes, everybody who watched this in the replay. Over here in the chat, we got Jermaine in the place to be, Tony in the place to be, Shay in the place to be. Okay. Anyway, guys, let me go ahead and do that copyright disclaimer. Under section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. That entire copyright disclaimer is in my description area, and part of it is scrolling across that screen right there. Guys, if you want to show additional support to this channel, feel free to do a super sticker, super chat, Cash App donation at $ Shay's Tube, or either copy yourself a membership for $4.99 per month. And y'all, don't forget to thumbs up this video if you enjoyed this content. Also, if you are not subscribed, if you're not subscribed, subscribe below and hit that bell notification so you can be notified of any upcoming videos, and make sure you share and leave a comment. And thank you guys so much. And I forgot even to put this up tonight, man. I forgot all about this right here. Yeah, that looks better right there. Now, all right, guys. Now, hopefully this background doesn't hurt anybody's eyes or anything. Maybe I should change it right now. Some people may, ooh, it hurts my eyes. It hurts my eyes. So let's go ahead and change it to a different one real quick. Let's change it. Let's put this on. All right, there you go. All right. So anyway, guys, we're going to start off with this live tonight. We are going to talk about Terence Crawford first. So y'all go get yourself a drink or relax in bed or whatever. If you are at work, continue to do your job or listen and watch me, or either watch me on the download. But first thing first, we are going to talk about Terence Crawford, his little ordeal that happened and stuff. And we may watch the video because I think Jermaine saw it and he said it wasn't too. You really couldn't even tell the cop pulled anything out. Either Jermaine is tripping or either he's telling me the 100% truth. So we're going to watch that video and everything. So let me go ahead and get the story real quick, guys. Let me actually change this banner real quick. Oh, man. Let's see. Let's see, y'all. So let's see. Okay, let's change it right here. So Terence Crawford. TC, huh? Let me see, what did I do with his information? Let's see. Okay, this is old right here. Let me see. Hold on for just 1 second, you guys. Got to get the information out. Hold on just 1 second. Okay, here it is right here. Okay. You spell his name weird, man. I called him Terence Spence earlier. And Jermaine was like, who? I said Terence Spence. He was like, what the heck are you talking about? Okay. He's like, girl, what you talking about? I'm like, Terence Spence. He was like, who the hell? He was like, who the heck is Terence Spence? And y'all, we was laughing about that because it was super funny. So anyway, let me turn that music down just a little bit real quick. Let's see, it's a little bit too loud, I believe. We need to turn it down to 10. Y'all make sure y'all, if you watch Country Wayne, make sure y'all check out my latest Country Wayne live reaction, okay? Because it was pretty good. The one from yesterday and today was. All right, so let's go ahead and do this. So they said they got some footage of Terence Crawford GUN Point police stop. All right. Anyway, undisputed super middleweight champion Terence Crawford was the recipient of a victory parade in his hometown of Omaha, Nebraska on September the 28th, which was the result of his upset victory over Canelo Alvarez earlier this month. All right. Now, the parade itself was a wonderful thing to do, and Terence received his well-deserved flowers from his peers, his coaching staff, and many other members of the boxing community. Now, when Crawford was addressing the media at one point on Saturday, he made it clear that he intended to go out and party that night to revel in his massive victory. But anyway, let's go ahead. But anyway, it now seems that Crawford's Saturday night went a little differently, and it had to a tense exchange with police. Okay, now I'm just reading this the way they have it. So I mean, some of this stuff don't seem like it's been edited correctly. Now on Sunday morning, a video was posted by Facebook user Dre Jimmy. Okay, that video started making waves as it allegedly showed Crawford at the wheel of a car having a tense exchange with a police officer. The officer can be seen holding a GUN and pointing it at Crawford and beckoning the champion to get out of the car. It's crazy. Crawford yelled, "I'm not reaching for no GUN, bro," before stepping out of the car. The video has now begun to go viral on social media. All right, so we're going to look at that video in a minute. So let's see here. Now on Saturday, I guess, on Sunday the 28th, the Omaha Police Department confirmed what the video seems to show, as they released a statement on that read, Omaha Mayor John Ewing and Police Chief Todd S. are aware of a video circulating on social media regarding a traffic stop involving Terence Bud Crawford early Sunday morning. The statement goes on to confirm that the stop was caused by a vehicle driving recklessly, and the driver was confirmed to be Crawford, and all 4 occupants in the vehicle were removed from the car at GUN point. All right. What's more, another person in the vehicle was carrying a legal firearm. Now, Omaha Mayor John Ewing has also issued a statement on Facebook saying, my statement on Bud Crawford traffic stop. He said, I learned Omaha police pulled over Terence Bud Crawford on a traffic stop downtown early this morning. After learning of this, I spoke personally to Bud Crawford. I acknowledged the seriousness of what happened and how trust between law enforcement and our community is important and shows the need to be continuously vigilant about building relationships. Omaha Police Chief Todd S. has pledged an internal investigation, which I support and want to be full and thorough. We will gather all the facts and be transparent with the public about our findings. Understand that my heart dropped in learning of this into an otherwise wonderful day and evening celebrating our city's world boxing champion. We had a great parade and great event at Heartland of America Park. The evening birthday party at Steelhouse, which I and members of my team attended, was a showing of joy and pride. Omaha needs to remember this important day as a good one while we seek answers to how it ended. Okay? Now, he said, meanwhile, we must ensure that every resident, no matter who they are, feels safe and respected in Omaha. Let's see here. So anyway, that's what happened. I want to show y'all the video. They said there is going to be more to come in this developing story, okay? So let's go and see if we can find this little video. Let's see. Hold on, let me read this real quick. Okay. Okay, just send that video to me, Jermaine. I think you did, didn't you? Let's see, man. I got 36 messages. Hold on, let me see. I got to erase some of these. Did I share this? Oh, I did already. So that's not it. That's not it. Did you send me that video? Oh, wow. Mike Epps. They got a UFO sighting and everything, huh? Okay, I think I have to type that in and get it. Oh, wow. Man, these some good-ass videos, Jermaine, that you, oh, wow. Okay. These some good-ass videos. Okay, let me see if I can find Terence real quick. Damn, I had stinging. Hold on, y'all. Okay. So let me see. Terence Crawford. I forgot how you spell his name. Is it E-T-R-E-N-C-E? Pulled over. He was pulled over, y'all. He was pulled over. I'm so silly. So I think this is it right here. Now, I hope that we don't see that GUN. All right. And so this was him arrested some other time. I don't know when this was. Okay, let's look.
Seatbelt.
Step out.
Opening the door.
You can take
I'm opening the door.
right here on my right. I'm keeping my fucking hands up.
I'm not reaching for no gun, bro.
Step out.
Can I hold my phone?
Yeah, that's crazy.
What we're gonna have to do is mute that now because I think this can keep the music on for 30 seconds, but we will see. I don't see a damn thing. Okay, I do see the GUN. He has it right there. The way he got it cocked up, the way he got it, you can't barely tell that he had it, but yeah, you can see it. You can see it. Jermaine, your ass is blind as shit, man. I had to turn the music down because I had to turn this down because you can hear the music playing. Let me get a better look at this. You can see it. Yeah, you can. I need to take out GPO. I'm about to wait. So that's his little traffic stop. Let me see. You can barely tell, but I can see him holding it though. Because he's holding it in a way where you really don't see the GUN itself, but you can tell he's holding it. I guess he didn't know who he is, huh? So this is the cop right here. Let's see. This is the cop right here who stopped him. Yeah. He arrested. He tripped out on everything with that long ass damn mustache. They gave him the keys to the city and then turned around and just arrest him. Come on now. What is this right here? Let's see what this is. Oh, okay. So this is the data by that. Okay. Let's see. White people, 59%, total rate 48. Okay. So this is the true stats, huh? Only 33% of violent crimes. Only 13% of the population. That's why it seemed higher than 28%. Okay. But it's still lower, but I mean, we got a smaller. Yeah, see this. He wasn't right. He wasn't looking at it correctly. It's because it's the lower percentage of black people. So with that high number right here, but with a lower percentage, that's why it makes it seem like black people do a lot of crimes. So you got a higher percentage of Caucasian people. Okay, but it's still 68% of the arrests, but it's a higher number. We only got 13% of U.S. population, but yet that crime, where the total arrest is a lot, and then the violent crime is a lot too for this percentage. Okay, so that's what they're talking about. Okay, so let's see if we can find another video without the music showing. Is this him for the same day? Let's see. Couldn't be the same day. Oh, he was arrested and everything, huh? Hold on, let's see.
That's all we have to say. What we'll do is get an appeal bond set today. We'll get him released today, and then file an appeal up in district court, appeal his conviction and sentence. That's all we have to say.
What? After the key to the city and everything else, having a parade, all that stuff, man. This is now. They said he's arrested after the parade. He was arrested.
What we'll do is get an appeal bond set today. We'll get him.
Oh, right here. Okay. He did not get arrested. He didn't get arrested, did he? He didn't get arrested. He just got the traffic stop. They tried to trick us right here. Okay, this is something old. They said this is back in 2016 or something. Because I was like, all this just from a traffic stop. Come on now. I don't even think, the police had the GUN out. I don't know why he felt like he needed to pull it out though. Why do you guys think he felt like he needed to pull it out? Was they I didn't hear any threat or anything, or it was just a bunch of people in the car. Why would he pull out the GUN like that? That's crazy. Let's see what they're saying right here.
Today is Bud Crawford's birthday. He turned 38. What happened at the traffic stop early this morning in downtown Omaha is now the subject of an internal investigation at the police department.
Now, just over the weekend, a parade was held for the pound-for-pound champ. He was awarded the second key to the city from Mayor John Ewing. But later that night, that celebration turned to fear.
Stepping out, seatbelt.
Step out.
Turn this off. You see how he holding that GUN? Yeah, you can see it. You just can't see it real good. So obviously, if I get a copyright, I'll just take this off. But Yeah, he had it out. I'm just trying to figure out why did he feel like he needed to take out that GUN? Why did he feel like he was threatened? I guess I don't know. Let me see.
Fighter Terence Crawford.
Let me go back and go to this because I want to read these messages.
Today is Bud.
Right. Somebody said, I feel it was wrong to pull him over and confront him the way they did. A stop is one thing, but to pull GUNs on them just was not okay. Stop the racism. Right. I mean, because I'm trying to figure out why would he be pulling the GUN out if they were not causing no type of threat or anything. I mean, all I heard him say is, you don't have a GUN or something like that, and he was getting out the car. That's it. That's crazy. Somebody said the USA is becoming scary. No, these police officers don't need to be in these positions, certain police officers. When they do stuff, I really feel like they should be held accountable and not just, suspended and stuff like that with pay and stuff. This is why they do this. I mean, what was his reason for taking out that weapon? Right, somebody said the same thing. Accountability needs to happen with these out of control officers. They was just celebrating him. Okay, they were just celebrating him. You mean to tell me this police officer did not know who he is? That's crazy. Everybody talking about it. Somebody said the Omaha Police Department wanted to humble this successful black man. I don't know if that was it. I just think that they don't give a damn. Okay, when they racist, they don't give a damn who you are. Child, please. That man, that police officer, just basically looked at him like he was a threat, okay, because of his skin color. That's what I believe. All right, like he was a threat because he's black, and and that's why I believe he took that gun out. I mean, that GUN. I'm sorry, YouTube, because he looked at him as that, and I wonder, do he know who he is? Did he know who he is or anything? Because I mean, why would you take out your GUN? He honestly needs to be suspended, this officer. Because how many other black people have he done this to? Or even Latino people, anybody that's not white. How many other people has he done this to? He might even have done it to some white people. I don't know. But the thing about it, if there's no threat or a real reason to pull out your GUN like that and hold somebody at G point because of a traffic stop, then what is the reason he did it? That's crazy. So let's see what he's talking about.
And all of a sudden, a couple hours later, Terence Crawford is held at gunpoint for a traffic stop.
You told him to step out.
Opening the door.
You can take
I'm
mine
opening the
off
door.
me right here.
Congratulations to Terence Bud Crawford, super middleweight champion. He actually gained weight to fight Canelo, who I'm a big Canelo fan, by the way, but I'm a big Crawford fan, and Crawford gave him the business. Even Canelo said, I couldn't do nothing. Everything I tried. He's scared that I tried. He was too strong. He's too fast. I couldn't do nothing. This is what I love about Crawford. He's a good dude because he even gave Canelo his belts back, showed him respect. I love that about him. But they had a big parade in Omaha, Nebraska. By the way, Terence, I was born in Lincoln, Nebraska. But let's not get it twisted. Gabrielle Union is from Omaha, Nebraska. Malcolm X from Omaha, Nebraska. So I'm in good company. But he had a big parade because they were welcoming home their champion. And a couple hours later, Crawford was stopped, traffic stop, at gunpoint by some cops. Gunpoint, because they said there was some reckless driving or some shit like that. He just did a parade in Omaha, Nebraska. And don't tell me that Omaha, Nebraska is big. You know this parade was going on, especially a parade. Police know when there's a parade because they're usually the ones that organize it, block off streets. So, and what is up with some of you cops, man? For real. Gunpoint? There's so many videos of you guys de-escalating. being very nice to non-black people. But gunpoint, that's what it is. I'm just going to try to validate your stupidity. Maybe you bet on Canelo and he got his ass whooped and you were upset because you lost money. I'm being sarcastic, but maybe you lost against Canelo, who I like. Maybe you lost against Canelo because you think he's white, but he's actually Mexican. He's just redhead. Maybe you were like, he beat Canelo. Let me go demasculate him real quick in front of his family. The mayor who he celebrated with is investigating this. Well, I hope you fucking do. Shout out to Crawford, and I'm sorry that this happened to you, brother. You are a super middleweight champion, regardless of those fucking losers. And all of a sudden, a couple hours later, Terence.
Some of these comments. Somebody said, according to the local news, an eyewitness, Bud security officer, stated that the officer pulled. Hold on, y'all. It's my damn eye. Don't y'all hate when y'all eyes be itching? Okay, something in my damn eye. Hold on. Okay. He said an eyewitness. I'm about to put some damn eye drops in my eye. Hold on for a minute, y'all. Something is in my dang eye. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I'll show you how background music to play, but hold on. Hold on, y'all. I'll be right there in a second. Let me wipe up my eye drops. Okay. All right, sorry about that, y'all. Okay, what did I do with my dang glasses? Hold on, only down here. Okay, so he said, according to an eyewitness, which is a security guard, he stated that the officer pulled them over for speeding. He also stated that there was no GUN in plain sight. It wasn't until Mr. Crawford mentioned that he was carrying, as well as when the officer went ballistic. It will be interesting to see whether or not the body cam matches the police statement. Okay, so let's see. Let's see what else they said. Somebody said that's what they do in Omaha, Nebraska. You should go there and talk to the people. I bet you there's a lot of stories and stuff like that there. I bet you. Huh. Yep, I bet you they do. But anyway, it's a shame, you know, that happened to him. Because again, I really, besides racism, obviously, you know, generalization and everything else combined, I don't see why that officer pulled that GUN out. And he can't say because Crawford told him he was carrying because he didn't pull it out. He just told him that he was carrying, right? That's it. He didn't pull out no GUN or anything like that. And if he got his hands already up and trying to get out the car, I don't know why the police officer felt like he needed to take his GUN out and do the most. So is this a lawyer right here? Let's see what he's going to say.
All right. I'm Terence Crawford. I'm confused because I'm like, how you going to give me the key to the city and lock me up? That's the point of having a key to the city, is that I don't get locked up. Okay. And I got my people with me, all types of stuff, and you trying to embarrass me after I brought pride to the city. That's why you gave me the key. So I had the key to the city. Now the city is embarrassed. Nobody messes with Omaha. Now, black people about to boycott Omaha like it's Target. We don't want to go there. If you pull over primetime fighters who brought pride to the city, imagine what you'll do to me. Imagine taking punches from Canelo and then almost losing it all to, I don't know, a regular police officer who got to see the fight for free. Did you watch the fight? That's what I want to know. Did they see the fight? None of those police officers are boxing fans? Obviously not, because they just pull out gats for no reason. All right, if I'm turning.
I haven't heard anybody use that term in a long time, but it would be interesting to see what the cop has to say. Okay, what did he say is the reason he felt like he needed to pull out his GUN and do that traffic stop at GUN point, but GP. He's probably going to say because Crawford told him he had a GUN and he was just doing it for safety protocol. He's probably going to say something like that. Because I don't see why he would be pulling out anything. And I don't know if it was targeted, okay? But I do feel like it was just, he went overboard, okay, period. I don't know if it was targeted because, I just don't know for sure. Okay, let's go ahead and read these comments. Jermaine, I wrote a book up here. Put my glasses back on, shit. Oh, wow. So police argued safety protocols justified it. I don't know if he was targeted or not. I can't say. Did they know what car he was in? I mean, you still can't. Honestly, I don't know. I would just like to hear what the police officer has to say. Okay. They definitely should know who he is. But when he was in the car before, like when they initially pulled him over, well, if they ran his license plate number, they would know who it is, unless he had a rental car. Somebody wouldn't have a rental car because he's from there, right? So I don't know. It's crazy. I don't feel like he had to pull out that GU. And of course, if he's speeding, he would stop him because he certainly wouldn't get special privileges. But once he stopped him, he probably wouldn't give him a ticket. And definitely shouldn't be pulling out a GUN because, like the security guard said, once Terence told him that he was carrying, not that he had it in his hand or anything like that, he just let him know, the cop know that he had a GUN. The cop went ballistics. And I guess that's when he must have took, the GUN out, which was crazy. So you mean to tell him he thought that this man was going to do something to him. And he was just out there celebrating and everything. They gave him the key to the city. So I guess that's crazy. It's very strange. And I still say racism, generalization played a role in this. I don't know 100% for sure, but I'm just saying I think it did. And the reason why I say generalization, because it looks like he already made up in his mind that this dude may become violent. And so therefore I better go ahead and do this at GP just in case. Okay, so you said Shabazz said Crawford never reached for his license or registration when asked. He says Crawford told officers he didn't have them on him. Okay. Like I said, I didn't hear that he really did anything that justifies that cop pulling that GUN, other than just like I said, just basically have a perceived something in his brain that this man, because of his skin color, will become violent and may try to do something. I mean, because if he said he's carrying, he had his hands up. And what I saw, Terence had his hands up. I believe he had his hands up. So if he didn't have a GUN in his hands, if he has his hands up, how would he grab the GUN like that anyway? And why would he grab it? He just told him that he was carrying it. That's it. He never had it in sight or anything, just like Jermaine said. So that's what I'm saying. What made him feel like he was threatened? Did he have some in his mind, coming into his mind, telling him that all black people are dangerous? He may just pull out the GUN magically and just start shooting him or something. I don't know. Oh yeah, I know. That's what the bodyguard said. The security guard said. I mean, he said that as soon as Crawford told the officer he was carrying, that's when the officer went crazy. It's not like if he's saying he's carrying, just letting the officer know I have a GUN, but it's not like he's reaching underneath his seat to get it. You know what I'm saying? Or in his glove compartment or his armrest or whatever to get it. So again, I think the officer kind of jumped the GUN. I really feel like he did. He saw a group of black people in that car. Let's keep it real. At least this is what I believe. And he figured, since he told him that he was carrying, somebody may reach for it or whatever the case is, and he may get on the line. Okay, that's what he probably thought. And that's why he did it at GP point. And I do feel like he should be suspended too, Jermaine. I really do. If not fired. Because if you are going to jump to conclusions that quick, you could have cost somebody their lives. You could have cost a lot of people their lives. You know what I'm saying? You could have started shooting just as easy. So that was just plain and ridiculous. It really, truly was. Now let's see if we got any more videos on this real quick. Maybe of his security officer talking. Let's see if we can find it in. Oh, this has got the same thing up. Yeah, this is the same stuff. Everybody talking about it, as you see. I don't see anything. Damn, Terence, you cheating on your wife? I was trying to see if I see the security dude got an interview or anything, but I can't find anything. Yeah, this dude is a hot ass mess though. Oh, okay, but anyway, like I said, that's whole situation is a trip, and I just think this police officer definitely needs to be suspended, because I don't see any reason why he would have, did this, taking out his weapon and, did a traffic stop holding him at GP just because he told him he's carrying. That's crazy. That's wild. And I'm wondering if it was someone else, if he would have did the same thing. You know what I'm saying? That's weird. So what you think? What else you think about that, Jermaine? You said you feel like it's targeted. Why do you feel like it's targeted? And why would the police officer do that? Because if they just did the parade and everything for Terence and just say this police officer did target him, I don't know, because I would think that he would think he would get in trouble if he did that, especially since they just celebrated this dude. And he just did a win for his state and city. So, I mean, why would he, jeopardize his career and target him like that? I think that he honestly stopped him because he was speeding. And then I think he just jumped the GUN when he took out his weapon. Once Terence Crawford said he had a GUN that he was carrying. That's what I think. I think he stopped them because they, okay, I'll look at it. What? Not right now. Not right now. Boy, you was here all day. I'm going to pop you. It's 12 o'clock at night. What? Hold on for a second. You was here. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Okay, y'all, sorry about that. Okay, I'll look at that in a minute. What was I saying? Damn, this boy came in and made me forget. I said, no, I think he basically stopped Terence Crawford because he was speeding, okay? I think when the cop went to the car, he knew who Terence was. But I think when Terence said that he was carrying, this man saw all these black people in this car, and he figured that somebody was going to take out that GUN and use it because he's basically generalizing the black people, and being racist. And that's what I really do believe. I don't think he was targeted. I just think that he was speeding and the cop did stop him. You know what I'm saying? And then he just jumped the GUN. He just jumped it. And he just basically was generalizing because he saw, a whole bunch of black people in the car. He didn't give a damn if that dude just, was at a parade, had a parade and all this other stuff, was just honored at a parade. He didn't care. How many times have you seen celebs doing stuff illegally shit? So he didn't care. And I think half of the reason he was acting like that is based on the fact that Terence Crawford and the people in the car are, minorities. Let's keep it real. What you say? He definitely did. Okay, so let's look at how you doing, Paul, y'all. Thank you for being here. Y'all, let's go ahead and look at that video of the bodyguard interview. All right, you said it's fact and depend on an officer. Okay, Tony, explain that too. All right, let's go ahead and look at that video real quick. Let me get it. My allergies started to mess up. I believe that I am allergic to them damn earbuds because I do have a latex allergy. Okay, so I think those earbuds, I may need to get latex free earbuds. I noticed that when I be having them in. And let's see. Here it is right here. All right, hold on. Let me see. Okay, yeah, this is it right here. Hold on. There you go.
Breaking tonight, hours after Omaha celebrated hometown boxing champ Bud Crawford's accomplishments with a parade, he's pulled over by Omaha police, setting off a social media firestorm. Good evening. I'm Brian Mastry.
And I'm Zena Taher. Today is Bud Crawford's birthday. He turned 38. What happened at the traffic stop early this morning in downtown Omaha is now the subject of an internal investigation at the police department.
First Look 6 reporter Andrew Pfeiffer tonight with reaction from the mayor and Omaha police. He also talked to one of the people in Crawford's vehicle, and Andrew joins us live in the newsroom. Andrew?
Brian, Zena, new details emerging from an incident early this morning surrounding Terence Bud Crawford and his security team. It escalated to a point where guns were drawn by police. Now, just over the weekend, a parade was held for the pound-for-pound champ. He was awarded the second key to the city from Mayor John Ewing, but later that night, that celebration turned to fear. For those inside the vehicle pulled over just a couple blocks from where the party was held, police say they pulled over a vehicle for reckless driving at around 12th and Cass. Once they had stopped, Crawford was identified as the driver. According to police, officers observed a firearm on the floorboard on the driver's side. All four people, including members of Crawford's security team, were ordered out of the vehicle at gunpoint. I spoke with the head of Crawford's security this afternoon, who says he's still shaken up.
I thought we were getting ready to lose our lives. That was a nightmare. You know, future husband, just had a brand new child and, you know, children and, you know, and stuff like that. And to know that I almost lost my life last night because we had a police officer that don't know how to articulate a traffic stop.
Thankfully, nobody was hurt, and Crawford was issued a citation for reckless driving. All the firearms inside the vehicle were also all legally owned. In a statement from the mayor today, it reads, quote, "I learned Omaha police pulled over Terence Bud Crawford on a traffic stop downtown early this morning. After learning of this, I spoke personally to Bud Crawford. I acknowledged the seriousness of what occurred and how trust between law enforcement and our community is important and shows the need to be continuously vigilant about building relationships." Now, for that full quote, you can visit our website at firstalert6.com. Tonight at 10, I'll have the full reaction from Bud Crawford's security guard, as well as tips on if you find yourself pulled over while carrying legal firearms. Brian, Zena?
Andrew, thank you. Omaha Police Chief Todd Schmatter has authorized an internal investigation, which will likely include a review of body cam footage at that traffic stop.
Also, Mayor Ewing says he was at that party at the Steelhouse last night celebrating Bud Crawford. And while he says he plans to be transparent in getting answers, he also wants Omaha to remember Saturday is an important good day while his team seeks answers to how it ended. Breaking tonight, hours after Omaha celebrated hometown boxing champ Bud Crawford's accomplishments.
Okay, so now they saying that it was GUNs on the floor. Okay, so, okay. I thought y'all said that, he said that he told the cop that he was carrying. So the cop said that he saw a GUN on the floor. Okay, so if he saw the GUN on the floor before Bud said anything, that may be the reason why he took out his GUN. Now, if Bud told him that he was carrying, and then the police officer saw it on the floor or whatever the case is, again, they're not reaching for the GUN. So why would he feel like why would he feel like he needed to take out his GUN if it was no real imminent threat? So, you know, we really just need to see that body cam footage, all right, to really even say 100%, because now I'm hearing two different stories, because the cop says that the newscaster just said, the cop said that the GUN was on the floorboard or something like that of the car, that he saw it, all right. Now, I think the security officer or Crawford, whomever, said that Crawford told him that he was carrying, okay? And then the police officer just went ballistic and he took out his GUN and told him to get out the car. So again, I need to see the police camera footage, you know what I'm saying, the body cam footage, to really be able to know 100% for sure, okay? Of course he has to protect himself too. Who are you talking about, Bud or the police officer? So for me, if it's just simple with me, if the police officer saw the GUN on the car floor before Crawford said anything, of course, in my opinion, he will take out the GUN, because you just never know. But if Bud told him that he was carrying, okay, and there's no threat or anything, and then you know this dude you know who this dude is. But more importantly, because that doesn't mean anything, but more importantly, because you don't see him doing anything, he's already warning you that he has a weapon. I don't understand why he would take out that GUN like that. But if he saw that first and nobody said anything, I do understand why he took it out. Like the police, right? So, like I said, you right on that, then, Tony. You said fact and depend on the officer, because initially I didn't hear this part of the story. I just heard the part where Crawford said that he was carrying to the officer, and the officer went ballistic. Now I'm hearing that the police officer said that he saw the GUN. Okay, well, he saw the GUN before Crawford said anything. That would be the reason why he felt like he needed to take his GUN out. And I wouldn't say that was based on racism right there. It's just based on, the officer making sure he stays safe. You know what I'm saying? Because if it would have been me and I saw a GUN on the floor of the car, regardless of who you are, I might take out my weapon too. But if you told me that you're carrying, and I didn't see that first, but you told me that you was carrying, and if there's no imminent danger or anything else, and you got your hands up, I wouldn't take out my GUN. I would just tell you to get out the damn car and just make sure you don't mess with the GUN, because regardless if it's legal or not, you cannot touch the GUN when a cop is, doing a traffic stop or anything. It is? It's a no-no? Okay. That's careless. Okay. I don't really see. I think, like I said, you got to always hear the entire story. That's why I'm glad you sent me that video, Jermaine, because you just can't jump to conclusions if you don't know the whole story. That's why I said I really definitely would like to see that body cam footage. But if what the cop is saying is true, and he saw the GUN, sorry, YouTube, he saw the GUN on the floor of the car, the baseboard or whatever, that is the reason why he took out his GUN. You cannot look at the fact that this dude is a celeb, okay? He's just basically, seeing the GUN on the baseboard. He's like, well, I got to do what's next to protect myself. So, of course, he would take out his weapon and do everything at G point and tell him to get out the car at G point. Okay, that's what he would do. Get out the car. Hands up. Get out the car. Okay, that's what you would do. Okay, because you see that and you got your, what pointed right at him. Okay, but like I said, if Terence Crawford told him before he saw it, then I'm wondering why would he pull out his GUN and make him get out the car by GP. Okay, but we definitely need to see that police body cam to really, see what happened, so we can see it for real, and then we'll know for sure. Okay, you said fear makes white people see and hear things they ain't never happened. Sometimes, only thing I say when I get my pistol is in here, pull it over. Okay, so you said the only thing you heard him say is my pistol is in here, and then you heard him say, and then what, Tony? So you said, unfortunately, I learned a long time ago I am a threat to most non-whites and must act accordingly, like my life depends on it. Well, when you get stopped by the police, you basically need to remember that some police officers definitely look at you as a threat because you're Black. Okay. But in this situation right here, I don't know for sure 100%, because now we got another part of this whole story. That's why I say there's always three sides to a story. The truth, well, your side, my side, and the truth. Sometimes it's more sides than that. It depends on how many people it is. Okay, so the police told his side. Terrence's bodyguard told their sides. That's 1, 2, 3. Now we need to see the body count footage so we can see the dead going. Okay, thanks, Tony. So we can see the dead going truth. You see what I'm saying? Because the police officer said he saw the GUN on the baseboard, so therefore that's why he took out his GU. I mean his GU. His G. You know, did this at gun. I mean at G point. I'm so sick of YouTube not letting us say certain words. Now, on the other hand, the bodyguard, or either Terence Crawford, said that he told the cop that he was carrying, and then the cop went ballistic. Now, if he told the cop that he was carrying, and the cop went ballistic, I'm trying to figure out why. Okay, because he had his hands up in the air. I'm thinking that the other people had their hands up in the air as well. And where's the threat? But then again, see, we have to look at stuff different ways. Then again, you got a whole group of people in the car, right? And if he's telling him that he's carrying, then he's probably automatically thinking that other people in the car might be carrying too. So therefore, that may be another reason why he took his GUN out, okay, and did this at GP, okay? Or if Terence did not say anything until after the fact that he was carrying, but the cop already had seen that GUN, okay, that is the reason why he took his GUN out and did everything by GP. The thing is that I don't know where you're supposed to in Nebraska. Let me see. Let's look this up. Wait, let me get this shit off my phone. Hold on. All these damn ads and shit. I hate these ads. Get this shit off of here. Hey man, hold up. Oh man, that's crazy. Let me see. Let me say this. I know these people with this news be tripping me out. Every day they got something different. Okay. So hold on, let me erase this real quick. Okay, let me ask. In Omaha, Nebraska, if you carry, what are the laws about carrying a GUN in your car? So you can, in Omaha, Nebraska, you can legally carry a concealed hand, you know what, in your car without a permit, provided you are 21 or older and not prohibited from possessing a firearm due to the state's constitutional carry law. Now, while Nebraska does not require a permit for concealed carry, a hand, you know what, is considered concealed if it's within immediate reach in the vehicle. Okay. So let me read this to myself real quick. So they don't require a permit for a concealed carry. And the hand, you know what, is concealed. I mean, it's considered concealed if it's within immediate reach in the car. Okay. They also permit open carry without a permit. But where are you supposed to keep it at in the car? Let me see. Let me ask this question right here. Well, let me type this in, y'all. Let's see if they can answer this question. Let's see here. Let's see where they can carry it at. Also, you can carry it on your person as long as it is concealed. If it's not on your person, it should be unloaded and not readily accessible to anyone in the car. So you can have it in a secure GUN rack, in a closed and fastened container, or in the trunk. And what are you going to do if it's in the trunk and something is happening? How you gonna get it? That's stupid. That's real dumb. You can put it in your glove compartment. So I think he should have probably had it underneath his seat thing. You know, underneath. Let's see. You said the only thing I say when I get my personal in here. Oh, okay, I'm going to be right. I am older now, so I understand a GUN is a threat, whether you're holding it or not. Right. So I don't think it should be right there. Yeah, I think, can you put it on the baseboard in Omaha? Omaha, I mean, can you put it there? Like I said, though, with this police officer, if the police officer saw that GUN before Crawford said anything, that would be his reason for doing the GP thing. But if Terence told him that he had a GUN, and then the officer saw the GUN on the floor after Terence told him, it's still iffy though there. It's still iffy because I know a lot of people say because it's Terence Crawford, but you can't really be looking at that, you know, when you're doing a stop because even celebs do crazy stuff. So they still people. You cannot look at that. So I'm just trying to figure out if he really had a need to pull out a weapon. Okay, the only way I can actually see it though is if he saw that GUN before Terence told him, or if Terence told him, right, and he was looking at all the other people in the car and thinking that maybe somebody else had a GUN as well, or he knew that all of them, a couple more people had one. I don't know. But I don't think it's just all based on, now that I'm listening to the whole story, not the whole story, but the other side of the story as well, and I'm sitting here just thinking about it in more detail, I don't know if it was just 100% racism. Now, the race thing could have played a role in it, you know, with him basically, you know, thinking certain things or thinking certain ways. But I still say it all depends on when he saw the GUN, if he was told before he saw it, and other contributing factors. They all play a role, and that's why they're doing an internal investigation, and that's why they will be looking at the body cam footage just to see, because that's going to tell the whole story. Did you drop my shower? Because I know you did. With that thing, yeah, I bet. I'm going to go in there and check. Yeah, okay. So once you see the body cam footage and everything, then we'll know for sure. All right, so I'll definitely be staying on top of this story, you guys, but I don't think it's just 100% racism like they're trying to paint it on social media. I think, again, it's hard to say right now 100%, but once we see that body cam footage, that's when we'll be able to tell for sure, all right? Because if that cop came out there and immediately took out his GUN, you know, then that's a different story. Or if Terence was telling him that he has, you know, him in the bodyguard, they have GUNs, then, I mean, again, like I said, we just really need to wait till that body cam footage come out, because it's kind of hard to really say for sure, for sure. It really is not. All right. That's right, Tony, regardless. Anytime a police stop you and, you know, you carrying a weapon and they hear you say that, they always get alarmed. Let's keep it real. It's just like you just say if you went up to somebody's car, right, to go ask them something, and they just tell you, no, and you see a GUN on the floor, what would you immediately think? You'd be like, damn, let me not do anything, or whatever the case is. Let me get back, or whatever, because you just never know. Especially like if you are walking up to somebody's car and you're in an argument or something like that. So when the police goes to a car for a traffic stop You know, a lot of people don't like the police. They look at the police as a threat and vice versa. So there you go. Why if he was speeding, he would have got pulled over. All right. So that's the thing. Just because he's a celeb and just got a parade, if you're speeding, it doesn't mean they're going to overlook that. Now, granted, when he pulled him over, since it is Terence and they just honored him, he could have just been like, man, you can't be speeding, you know, because, you know, you can obviously hurt someone if you cause an accident or whatever the case is. So, man, tone that speed now. He can easily say that and let him go. But, yeah, if he's speeding, he's going to get stopped. Right, that's breaking the law. No, you can't. Yeah, after you stop him, though, Paul, you just can't let him. You see somebody speeding down the street, you just can't let them go. You have to stop them first, okay? Then once he see who it is, and if he feels like he wants to let him go and just give him a warning, he can do that. I think we don't know what he was going to do at first, though. I think because he saw that GUN, or Terence told him about the GUN, this cop just, you know, if Terence told him about the GUN, he just, you know, was thinking whatever he thought and thought that he needed to take it out. I don't know yet because I need to see the cam, you know, the footage. I need to see that, especially now since I heard the cop saying that he saw the GUN on the floor of the car. So, of course, he would be alarmed. So you can't, just because somebody's a celeb or just because they had a parade or a party or whatever, they just got the key to the city. If they are disobeying the law, you have to still stop them. That's not fair. You know what I'm saying? You still got to stop them. If that was the case, every celeb should be treated the same way. Every person, you know, famous person, anybody, every cop or whatever, you know, should be treated the same way if they are speeding. Now, like I said, once he stopped Terence, you know, he could have just, you know, gave him a little warning, but who's to say he wasn't going to do that until he saw the GUN? It seems like Terence was in a good mood. You know, I didn't hear anything disrespectful. Granted, we didn't see the whole video, but, you know, again, when we see the actual body cam footage and we see the entire video, then we can definitely, you know, say what we really think. Right now, we're just basically making assumptions and just really just basically making assumptions based on what we know as of right now. We haven't seen any like real proof, you know, like the camera footage. Who? Terence didn't point anything at that cop. Nobody did. The cop is the one that pulled out the GUN and pointed the GUN at Terence and told him to get out the car. And I think Terence was like, I forgot what he was saying. He said, I'm getting out the car. I'm not getting you no weapon or something. Something like that he was saying. I had to turn it down because, you know, they have, you know, his radio was playing. But, you know, like I said, we will see when that body cam footage come out. And I don't know when that's coming out, but whenever it comes out, we're going to play it again and look at it. And I just hope this cop wasn't being, you know, jumping to a conclusion and, you know, being racist and stuff. But we will see. All right. So now let's move on from Terence. Terence Spence. Jermaine. That's what I called him earlier. Jermaine was like, who? I said Terence Spence. He was like, girl, you know you don't be knowing about no boxing. It's Terence Crawford. It was so funny. I think I corrected myself before he did it, but it was funny when I said Terence Spence. And then I got the nerve to be getting mad. I was getting mad because he didn't know who I was talking about. Talking about some damn Terence Spence. The hell? Much like the other day, I'm up here talking about Terence Crawford. I think it was Terence I was talking about. Here they go, talking all about boxing and shit. I'm like, man, these people are tripping me out talking about boxing. I'm just giving the news. I'm not trying to do boxing commentary and things like that. You know, last time I did it, I had my son in here doing it, and he was telling me what to say. I don't know nothing about no damn boxing, you guys. I don't watch boxing like that. You know, I did watch Tyson and Jake fight, but other than their boxing match. But other than that, man, I don't be watching that mess. All right. So it was funny though when I saw Terence Spence, and Jermaine was like, "What? Who the heck are you talking about?" It was so funny. Then I'm getting mad, about to cuss him out until I realized what I was saying. But anyway, we will stay on top of this story. And as soon as that body cam come out, we are going to look at it because I'm really curious to see exactly what happened and if the cop actually saw the GUN on the floor first, or did Terence Crawford tell him about the weapon first, and then the cop just started doing his little generalization, thinking that they're all black and I'm just going to take out my GUN just in case somebody pull out a GUN on me or whatever the case is. You are so silly. If he would have used his hands on that damn cop, your boy would have been incarcerated, and that would have been a stupid ass move. Okay, I'm telling you, black people got to start thinking smart. All right, if you put your hands on a cop, you're doing exactly what they want you to do, so your ass can go to jail. Okay, and that's on everything. And he did the right thing. He did the right thing. From the little bit that I saw in that video, he was in a good mood. So he wasn't acting aggressive or anything. At least from what I saw in that video, he wasn't acting aggressive. The cops, to me, looked like he was just doing his job. He might have jumped and what, I don't know for sure yet. Not until I see that body cam footage. He sure would have, because he definitely would have started shooting. So that's why y'all got to remember that when y'all try to fight these damn cops. They, especially ones that are racist, they are waiting for you to hit them on everything so they can light your ass up. So yeah, don't be hidden unless you don't have a choice. You know what I'm saying? Just follow them damn directions. Better yet, just don't do shit to get pulled over. All right. Now sometimes they pull you over anyway. I got pulled over by the cops. Let me see. About a month and a half, 2 months ago. But he didn't give me the ticket or anything else. So, I'm that smooth talker, y'all. Yeah. No, he didn't give it to me or anything. He sure didn't. Payo, you are silly, dude. So what would you would have done, Payo, if the cops would have stopped you? What would you would have done? I'm gonna get my water. Let me turn this damn ceiling fan off. I'm over here. Turn that ceiling fan off, y'all. Damn allergy acting up, and I'm cold. I said, if the cops would have pulled you over, what would you have done? But like I said, when we hear all of the sides of this story and then see the actual video, we will know what happened. Okay, that's why I always say there's like 3 or 4 sides of a story, and sometimes it's more. You know what I'm saying? Some people think it's only one side, but it's like, more than one side. If it was just one side, that would be crazy. Tony said, Payo, true if it was hand on hand. Maybe. That cop may know how to fight. He might know how to fight. He may beat Terence ass up, because that cop looked like he's pretty big. I don't know how big he is. But he did the right thing on everything. He really, truly did. All right, from what I saw, you know what I'm saying? And everything. So he did the right thing. All right, we're going to move on now from this dude right here, Terence Crawford, Terence Spence. We're going to move on from him. And we're going to go right into, hold on, let me see what we're going to go into next. I got some Diddy news real quick. Let me just tell y'all about that real quick. Now, I don't know if this is the truth, because these people be coming with so much crazy shit every damn time I look around. Let's see. So they are saying that a U.S. federal prosecutors urged a judge on Tuesday to sentence Sean Diddy Combs to more than 11 years in prison. All right, can y'all believe that? Let me look at the story and see what's going on here. Child, look how old is she? Is here, fully gray. Excuse me, y'all. So let's see here. So on Tuesday, federal prosecutors urged a judge on Tuesday to sentence Sean Diddy Combs to more than 11 years in prison this week, following Sean Diddy Combs' conviction on the P-related charges. So the prosecutors sought at least 135 months imprisonment and asked the court to fine Combs $500,000. According to the court filing, U.S. District Judge Aaron Submaranian is due to, they don't got no, this is crazy the way they got this written up. Let me read this again. They need to edit this shit the right way. Okay, so the prosecutors sought at least 135 months imprisonment, and they asked the court to fine Combs $500,000. And that's according to the court filing, U.S. District. Now, Judge Aaron Submaranian is due to sentence Combs on Friday in Manhattan. All right. Now, he does face up to 20 years behind bars after a jury on July the 2nd found him guilty following a 2-month trial on 2 counts of transporting male peas across state lines to engage in DRUG through extra performances with his girlfriends while he watched recorded videos and did the MASTURBATED thing. The jury did acquit Combs on the most serious counts he faced, racketeering and ex-trafficking charges that could have landed him in prison for life. Combs pleaded not guilty to all charges and is expected to appeal his conviction. Now, as we already know, his defense lawyers urged the judge to impose a 14-month sentence, arguing that Submaranian should not consider evidence of abuse by Combs of his former girlfriends because jurors acquitted him of coercing them into X. And that is true. Now, under such a sentence, Combs would be released by the end of the year because he would be credited for the time already spent in jail at Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center following his September the 16th, 2024 arrest. All right. Now, lawyers for Combs, you guys, argue that there was no direct link between what they call domestic violence and the women's participation in the freak-offs, a strategy that ultimately resulted in their client's acquittal on the ex-trafficking and racketeering counts. So, again, the prosecution, they are asking for more than 11-year sentence. Now, they're coming up with something different because just last week, if I recall this correctly, they said they were asking, prosecution was asking for 4 or 5 years. That's what they said last week. And it says Combs' defense attorneys was asking for 14 months, right? And because I said that he already got a year time served, a year and a week or 2 time served, a year and probably 3 weeks or so time served. So then he would basically be out probably in January or somewhere around that time, if they only get 14 months. But now, since the prosecution is asking for 11 years, Judge Submaranian may divide that into 2 and give Sean Diddy Combs let's see, 5.5 years, which will be a damn trip, right? And then he would get a year off because he already did, time served. He already did a year in a couple of weeks. So he would basically have, if they give him, what did I just say, 5.5, he would basically have 4 and almost a half years left, which would be a trip. He'd be like 60 years old. Yeah, when he get out. Okay? So I'm thinking, I hate to say it, I am thinking that they are going to give Sean Diddy Combs 5 or 6 years. That's what I'm thinking. Okay? Unless the defense attorney's strategy works. Okay, because remember, they have also asked Judge Submarinian to do a retrial or to drop all charges because something they did not do, I forgot what it was, I can't remember, something with the Mann Act. And plus, like they just said, he was acquitted on the other charges, so why are they still using that against him? Okay, the domestic violence, which is something totally different anyway, if I'm correct. You said we are never going to see Diddy again. Tony Van said that's some bull crap. Let him go. Whole case was BS. Well, like I said, you said it's crazy, Paul. Like I said, though, if the defense attorney strategy works, then they may give him a retrial. I don't see Judge Submarinian dropping those charges. But then again, I don't know him. He might just drop them. You know what I'm saying? But I don't see it. I really just don't. I just see him, the judge. I see him giving Diddy half of the 11 years the prosecution is asking for. All right? Just to prove a point, if not more. Okay? Now, granted, if there is a violation of the Mann Act, then the judge has no choice but to do a retrial or dismiss those charges. So you said Rule 29, motion for a judgment of acquittal. That's what it's called. That's what they're seeking. If by law that this can be done and judge has to do it, then he will rule that. All right? Or he will do a retrial. So I don't know for sure, because I'm not a lawyer, so I don't know for sure. Even if I was a lawyer, I still wouldn't know for sure, though. I wouldn't know for sure. The judge could go take so many routes, but by law, if they did violate the Mann Act or whatever the case is, they would have to do an acquittal or a retrial by law. We got until October the 3rd, though. October the 3rd, which is Friday, right? That's when we'll find out Sean Diddy Combs' fate. So let me ask you guys in the comment area right over here in the chat. So what do you think would happen to Diddy? What do you think Judge Submarinian is going to do? Y'all tell me in the comment section. I don't want to read these other comments because these people just be tripping. But yet, you got people like the Abby Kwambi dude. You don't even hear anybody talking about him. Okay? He's done more than Diddy has done for sure. Amongst all these other people, okay? Russell Brand. There's a lot of them. There's a lot of them, you guys. Damn, somebody said he is nasty. This we know. And then somebody else said, yeah, girl, your daddy nasty for doing that to you. These people crazy in the daggone in this comment section. Somebody said it's funny how they say he's an ex-trafficker for hiring escorts. It really diminishes real victims of crimes. Not that I support Diddy, even if you did. I mean, you don't owe anybody no explanation. He's a horrible guy. But still, hiring escorts is not ex-trafficking, and it's sick to pretend it is. And then somebody said no different from Epstein taking homeless girls off the street. housing them and setting them up as no, it's different. It's different. If Epstein was taking girls off the street and housing them and setting them up as hookers and recruiters, that's totally different than going to get some ex-workers, escorts. Well, you know what escorts do. Let's keep it real. Getting them and paying them for X, that's totally different. And he didn't have X with them anyway. He was just watching them have X with his girls and, his girlfriends, and he would be, jacking off and doing the most. Freakazoid, a real freakazoid. Somebody said free Diddy. No one gets 11 years for the P word. Come on. Somebody said he's going to get probation. Time served. Probation. He's going home. He may get probation. I forgot about that. He may get that. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said, wow, the prosecution sold us a racketeering conspiracy and ex-trafficking monster. He beat those charges, and now they want to give him 11 years for flying a P to parties with celebs. Why 11 years? How does that make this debacle have a poison to it? A poison to it. Okay, it's spelled Posiyend to it. Put him to do anti-P word work and hit him in his wallet with a millionaire donation to stop ex-trafficking or something. This is an awful look for the feds. They are making it so obvious that they are weaponizing the justice system to make him pay with time that is not justified. I was so hoping Diddy would be found, but his acquittal is proof that the feds don't prosecute, they persecute, and that's a damn shame. All right. Okay. Now this person right here is stupid. He said Diddy should spend the rest of his life behind bars, or better yet, under the prison. But yet you got somebody else walking around, parading around, being convicted and everything, and y'all support him all damn day. All right, come on now, stop it. Somebody said 11 years out in 6. Nice to see NYC black wealthy men don't get the same punishment as Trump did. All right. These people crazy as hell in this conversation. Anyway, that's what y'all said. They act like they want to give Diddy the you know what penalty. They sure do. You said no, just let him go. You said Jermaine, exactly 100. These YTs always want to push a black man for shit they never do. I heard that, Jermaine Thompson. So anyway, we will see, and I'll keep on keeping you guys abreast of that situation. But I hate the way they keep on changing stuff. Last week they said 4 or 5 years. Now it's 11 years plus. They crazy as hell. I hope his lawyers are really, really doing everything they can do. And I hope that they utilize every law to help them, with this violation of a possible violation of the Mann Act. So it can be a acquittal or even a retrial for those that side of his, the parts that he was found guilty of. What was it? Transportation for the purpose of the P word, right? That's what it was. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to the next person. Okay, so here's another little breaking news. FBI Director Kash Patel tells people not to mourn Tupac's godmother. Why not? Talking about the one that they claim shot the cop. So, okay, so they said Tupac's godmother was a terrorist, and mourning her is a slap in the face to cops all around the country. That's what FBI Director Kash Patel said in a new statement. He said she was never fighting for justice. He said she unalived New Jersey State Trooper Winter Forrester before running to Cuba to avoid justice, and she should be remembered by the public as the FBI remembers her, a terrorist. He also said mourning her is spitting on the badge and the blood of every cop who gave their life in service. So anyway, Shakur was convicted of Forrester's murder in 1977, and she received a life sentence. However, she escaped prison in 79 with the help of the Black Liberation Movement. And then the dictator, what is his name, Fidel Castro, gave her asylum. Okay, let's see. And somebody saying, what was Charlie Kirk? I was waiting for that. All right. See, you know, what trips me out is how easy someone can remember what a black person did when they get unalive and they can talk about it. But when Charlie Kirk passed on, you know, I don't agree with people making jokes and stuff about his unaliving and things like that. But never forget some of the things he said, okay, about black people, which is plainly ridiculous. And other things that he said that was crazy too. Never forget that. You know what I'm saying? As soon as people talk about that, people want you not to talk about it. But yet, when this lady passed on, you know, they want to say everything, you know, negative about her. And that's just not, you know, cool to do. Somebody said, but we should mourn Charlie Kirk. Shh. Somebody else said, hell no. Somebody said, I'm going to tell you what you books tell us about CK. Go do your research about Shakur. LOL. If y'all can mourn CK, then Sister Shakur can be mourned as well. And that's true. I mean, you can do that. Somebody said MAGA is really stretching that term terrorist when it suits their narrative. Forgive them, Father, even though they know exactly what they are doing. Okay, so Kash Patel, what race is he? Okay, let's see what y'all said on here. He went from being a podcaster to director of FBI. It reminds me that this country is a joke. And who appointed him? Trump? He said, Kash Patel is what I call an Uncle Roger. White is right and brown is wrong. He said, shout out to General Castro for being in an alley in spirit and deed. Don't get me started on Kirk tonight. Charlie is in a better place called hell. Okay. Y'all are a mess. Shit. Okay, hold on. Oh man, let's see this. Let me look up something real quick, you guys. Y'all are a mess. Hold on for 1 second. So he's Indian American, right? So how is it that he is so hell-bent against minorities when he's a minority himself? You know, sometimes that really makes me mad about minorities, how they will do certain things when in reality, if something went down, they would be looked at the same way black people are looked at. It make that make sense. That's crazy. So let's see here. So his father faced ethnic persecution, and he was expelled. That's crazy. So his faith is Hindu. Okay. They give you everything you want to know. I agree. But the thing for me is simple like this. I don't give a damn who passes on. We should not be saying certain things. And that should apply to anyone, regardless of the race or anything. I mean, but you can tell, certain things that they have done. But don't do it for certain people. And then when people do it for others, you want to get mad about it. Now, if you want to talk about what this woman did, people should definitely be able to talk about what Charlie Kirk did, point blank. Some of the things that he was saying, about people and stuff that was plainly crazy. You know what I'm saying? You said these people are insane. You got that right, definitely. That is crazy. But what they don't realize, if something did pop off, if they think for 1 minute some people are going to be all for them, they are crazy. They better watch some of these movies. Some of these movies about disasters happening, and they show you how people turn on people who think they're there for them. They better start looking at those movies, because those movies are sometimes they are based on reality. What would actually happen if something like that popped off? If they think these people are going to be for them because they are not black, but they are still minorities, they're crazy as hell. All right? And Charlie Kirk, I still don't believe that, what's his name? Is the person who they say assassinated him. I don't think he is alone. He just did all this by himself. I just really don't. I think there is a bigger situation going on and went on. I don't think that dude, I think he was used, just put it like that. But like I said, I will keep you guys abreast of this Diddy situation and all that. All right, so let's better move on. Okay, let's move on to Tyler Robinson. Okay, since we just got to saying stuff about Charlie Kirk, we might as well. All right, so let's see. Okay, you said Shay. Wait a minute, hold on. You said, Shay, they are breaking down all the institutions that anchor American social norms, like Nazi did in Germany. That's because you know what they're trying to do. Okay, and these stupid ass people don't realize that. They think, let me tell you something, just like with the freedom of speech, they think that firing all these people because they was saying stuff about Charlie Kirk and things like that, it's winning points for MAGA and things like that. When in reality, what's going to happen in the future is that the freedom of speech is going to be taken from everybody, regardless of what race you are or anything else. Especially poor and middle income people. Like you just said, Jermaine, people better definitely wake up. Some people are so hell bent on being racist that they don't see what is really going down. See, let me tell y'all something. People will use certain things that people really likes to see, like being racist and things like that. They would use that, make you think certain things, but in reality, they will be plotting other things. And y'all crazy asses will be thinking they're doing things to benefit you, but in reality, they're not. They got a overall agenda, and their agenda does not include certain people, regardless of your race. All right, point blank. All right, they use these people to get to their goals, but in reality, they're not thinking about your dumb asses at all. All right, point blank. You got the other dude saying something similar to this. I can't remember exactly from quote, but he was basically saying that he likes it. He likes talking to people, dumb people, because you can pretty much tell people, dumb people, any damn thing, especially like some racist people. You can just do a lot of things with them and then be plotting, and they won't even catch on because what they think you're for them, but in reality, you're not. You're for the elite. All right, people who got real money. Okay, because those movies be telling us, they be giving you signs and signals and shit. When they be making these movies, they be saying that very wealthy people don't give a damn about poor and middle income, and if something happens, the poor and the middle income people, and even some fairly rich people, at least they think they're rich, they are expendable. Okay, so we need to really be looking at that and stop focusing so much on racism, because that's what they use to do what they need to do. You said they told us what they were going to do. Project 2025. People didn't listen. And they still not listening. All right? They are still not listening. And that's why so many people are going to be messed up. Because they don't listen. They think certain people are for them when they are not. Let's go ahead and talk about Tyler now, okay? Tyler Robinson. Okay, let's see what I got here. So as you guys know, he did appear in at a hearing today, but it was remote, and they did not show his face, which is very odd because we was trying to figure out why didn't they show his face. Okay, I don't know why. I mean, I even put it into Chat GPT or whatever you call that shit. I even put it in that, and they did not come up with a real answer about that. Okay, but he did appear in court today. Let's see. This was like a procedural hearing. It was done to formalize the appointment of his defense team. So he does have a lawyer now, okay? Court-appointed lawyer. So prosecutors have charged Tyler Robinson with aggravated murder and plan to seek the you-know-what penalty. So the Utah State Court system provides people accused of crimes an option. They provide people who are accused of a crime with an option to waive their legal right to a preliminary hearing and instead schedule an arraignment where they can enter a plea. Okay, so let's see what else they got here. So let's see. So as we already know, Tyler Robinson was arrested when he showed up with his parents at his hometown sheriff's office in Southwest Utah, more than a 3-hour drive from the site of the shooting, to turn himself in. Now, during his trial, prosecutors are expected to present DNA evidence, alleged confessions, and other materials, all to convince the judge there is enough to send the case to trial. Now, court documents obtained by News Nation show what prosecutors said was a text exchange between Robinson and his roommate, which includes a confession. Now, legal experts have told News Nation that although The shooting has drawn national attention, and the FBI is helping to investigate. Robinson's case does not meet the criteria to be tried federally. They said homicides are usually prosecuted at the state level. They only become federal crimes in limited circumstances, such as unaliving a federal official, a crime on federal property, or a federal hate crime. None of these apply in Robinson's case. Anyway, Utah prosecutors are leading the case with the FBI and Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosive playing a supporting role. Both state and federal courts can seek the you-know-what penalty, but a significant difference is the use of cameras in the courtroom. Now, because Kirk's unaliving is a state case, proceedings can be televised, meaning much of the trial could play out on TV. All right? So that's what he did today in court. And like I said before, hold on. Let me keep this story right here. He was in court remotely, and his face was not shown, okay? Now let me see what else I got on here real quick. So also his defense team, Tyler Robinson defense team, asked for time to review evidence in his second court appearance, okay? So let's see what that says. So hold on. I'm not going to read all these notes. I'm just going to tell you what summary is, hopefully. You got the whole damn thing on here. So basically, like I just said, his defense team is asking for additional time to review the evidence in his second court appearance. All right. And you know why they're doing that? So they can basically pretty much, be able to start their defense. Okay. They have to review the evidence so they can put their defense strategy together, so they can get this dude the best possible sentence that he can get, considering that he's charged with unaliving Charlie Kirk. Okay. Now let's see what else we got here. Hold on, let's see. So they said they just really want to get their heads around exactly what they are dealing with and how much they need to process. And they said it's going to be difficult for them to give a reasonable expectation of when they will be ready to do the prelim. Okay. So his next hearing, he is expected to be there in person, and that is set for October the 30th. Let's see what else they got. Okay. And I'm not going to read all this stuff because we already went through all of this stuff that they're putting in here. They're just basically going over the same stuff over and over and over again. So basically, we know that he had another hearing today. Okay, it was remote. And he has another hearing scheduled for the 30th. And by that time, his defense team should have, know which route they're going to take, because they should have had enough time to go over everything that they need to go over to be able to defend this dude. Okay? And I still don't know why they didn't show his face. I looked it up, but I couldn't find anything on that. So you said they told us what they were going to do. Project 2025. People didn't listen. Free Tyler. But still, I don't believe the official story. I don't believe it either. And one day, we probably won't find out now. He will probably go down for whatever. But one day in the future, we may not even be here. But one day in the future, when we get very, very old for real, you're going to hear them bring this case back up. And that's when somebody will probably tell the truth. I really don't believe this dude planned all of this on his own. And that daggone text messaging exchange he did with his alleged boyfriend, it just seems like he was being interrogated and set up, point blank. All right, so I'll keep you guys on top of this situation with Tyler Robinson, the case and all that, as I get more information. All right, so we're going to move on now to the main story. Well, Terence Crawford was one of the main stories, okay? The other main story is D4vd, all right? So let's go ahead and get him real quick, because we've been on here for how long? An hour, 51 minutes. It's 1:07. So yeah, let me go ahead and move this along. So here we go, D4vd and Celeste Rivers. All right, so let's see what we got going on here with them. So they're just bringing up all types of stuff about this girl now. Now they have some information saying that she was arguing with neighbors months after she went missing. What? They say a video shows argument with neighbors months after she went missing. Okay, let's see here. So they said she went home to visit family exactly 1 year before her body was found in Davis, Tesla. Okay. And that is what this new video of her arguing with her parents' neighbors seemed to show. So let's see if we can pull that up. So of course, TMZ is the person that TMZ obtained this recording, okay? Now it was recorded by a Nest camera on September the 8th, 2024. And this was months after Celeste had been reported missing. And neighbors say it shows her going off on a family over a prank. Okay. So in the clip, a family sits outside their apartment building listening to music when Celeste starts yelling, accusing one of the kids of ding-dong ditching her parents' home. They say while the nighttime vid isn't super clear, we are told the neighbors recognized the girl as Celeste because they had seen her face on missing posters that had gone up in the area back in April 2024. This is so weird. Celeste's high-pitched screams cut through the air as she confronts the family with swear words and perhaps a racial slur, peppering her tirade. Okay, let's see. You can hear a man yell back, he isn't black, and therefore she shouldn't call him the N-word. After this confrontation, we're told the neighbor's boyfriend went to Celeste's house to apologize, and Celeste's dad answered, but he seemed unbothered by the situation. One neighbor told us when Celeste was reported missing in April, her family walked around with those posters, and when the neighbor and family saw Celeste that night, they just assumed she had been found and everything was fine. So let's look at that video and see what's going on. And just so y'all can know before I show the video, that they released her unalive certificate, and in that certificate, it revealed that Celeste was not pregnant. We know that was a rumor online. I even told you guys about that rumor, but like I always say, until I get confirmation, it is what it is, allegedly. Now, of course, they do not have the cause of unaliving. They have deferred that. Then LAPD Captain Scott Williams told TMZ that the information is critical to the progress of their investigations. All right, so let's go ahead and see the video. Hopefully we can see the video of Celeste arguing with her neighbors. All right, so let's see if what's the name sent it to me first, or if I just have to type it in. I probably just have to type it in. Shit. All right, let me go ahead and type it in. Okay, let's see here. So this is it right here. This is a ghetto ass mess. Okay, let's see.
Let me talk real quick, okay? You gonna let me talk? I ain't gonna let you talk. No, you ain't gonna let me talk. Why you not gonna let me talk? You tripping. I ain't tripping. Nah, you tripping. Talk about you ain't tripping. You gonna let a woman talk? No, all right, I'm not gonna let your woman talk.
Why is she over here? Again.
Little house, you don't even got a house.
Hey, bro.
Hey.
Ain't nobody black right here, homie. We're Southsiders right here, homie. We're Southsiders here. Get it right, homegirl. Shut up with your black talking. Shut up. You talking like you black, girl, with your black talking. Yeah. Yeah. Ain't nobody black right here. What are you talking about? I said we're not black over here. Why are you calling us? You keep saying we're not black. Let it go. Go back to your house. Go back to your house. You're gonna do nothing, bro. What you gonna do? You ain't no gangster. You ain't nothing. You know what I mean? What you are? What you are but a little girl? What you but a little girl? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I don't go home.
You need to go home. Seriously.
I'm not Mexican. Salvador, you tripping.
Oh my God.
Not because you tripping. Move the out of here.
You ain't gonna do shit. You ain't gonna do shit. You better get over there. Get your over there, little girl. Go there, little girl. You ain't gonna do shit. Go. Go. What are you gonna do, bro?
Go call her dad, babe.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, little girl?
Let me talk real quick, okay? You gonna let me talk?
I ain't gonna let you talk.
No, you ain't gonna let me talk. Why you not gonna let me talk? You tripping.
I ain't tripping.
Nah, you tripping. Talk about you ain't tripping. You gonna let a woman talk? All right, I'm not gonna let your woman talk.
Why is she over here? Again.
Little house, you don't even got a house.
Hey, bro.
Hey.
Ain't nobody black right here, homie. We're Southsiders right here, homie. We're Southsiders here. Get it right, homegirl. Shut up with your black talking. Shut up. You talking like you black, girl, with your black talking. Yeah. Yeah. Ain't nobody black right here. What are you talking about? I said we're not black over here. Why are you calling us? You keep saying we're not black. Let it go. Go back to your house. Go back to your house. You ain't gonna do nothing, bro. What you gonna do? You ain't no gangster. You ain't nothing. You know what I mean? What you are? What you are but a little girl? What you but a little girl? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I don't go home.
You need to go home. Seriously.
I'm not Mexican. Salvador, you tripping.
Oh my God.
Not because you tripping. Move the out of here.
You ain't gonna do shit. You ain't gonna do shit. You better get over there. Get your over there, little girl. Go there, little girl. You ain't gonna do shit. Go. Go. What are you gonna do, bro?
Go call her dad, babe.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, little girl?
Let me talk real quick, okay? You gonna let me talk?
I ain't gonna let you talk.
Okay, so what do y'all think? Hey, hold on. What do y'all think? So that's her right there. See her right there? That's her right there. Of course that's her. Yeah, that is definitely her. That is definitely her. Doing all that talking. What do y'all think? She says she's not Mexican. You say you don't believe Tyler is guilty? You don't believe who is? No, you talking about what's that dude's name? David. You talking about him? This definitely is. But now I'm glad they did bring out that video because it's giving us an idea who this girl is and things like that. Right, we definitely need to know who had access to the Tesla. Hopefully, if they didn't turn it off, definitely damn sure ghetto. Everything black shit. Your ass don't have to be black to be acting like a. Well, she just said the N word because that's how she just basically talked. Listen, I have seen white people call each other that. It's crazy. Okay, let's see what else I got. That video is a hot ass mess. Somebody said they think he's been framed. There is specific evidence that the authorities haven't released yet that I know they have. And because he isn't locked up, that tells me he didn't do it. But they can't link him to the crime yet. Somebody said I think it was David's brother for so many reasons. Somebody else said it could be anyone. She could have been driving his car and picked up a friend. It's sad how people are ready to convict him for murder because he had an alleged actual relationship with her. I'm going to end my comments here because my views are going to be considered insensitive. I know that's right. Somebody said she was out of control. She assumed the I am grown attitude and they got her unalived and chopped up in the trunk. Parents were probably tired and exhausted with her. That's why I'm glad they showed this video as well. I don't know. Even if she did have a grown attitude, it is still no reason for her to be unalived and chopped up in a trunk. And I don't know if her parents, we don't know if her parents were exhausted with her. So let's see. Somebody said, this seems odd to me. I don't get a strong feeling that he did it. I haven't felt that all month. I listened to a man to homicide and I got more and I put you out of my mind. You no longer exist. By from the Little Ugly song. One would have to be crazy to stash a corpse in their own car. Of course, stranger things have happened. And I'm not blaming the victim at all, but she was out of control. She had a lot going on to be 13. I wish we could hear her story. I wonder if he ever knew her actual age. Why can't TMZ get any information? What's really going on? For your information, I told my folks I was going somewhere with a boyfriend at 13. That probably would have been the last thing I said. Rest in peace, dear child. I know that's right. That's why, but we don't know. Her parents might have said that. That may be one of the reasons why she ran away. So somebody else said the parents knew where this girl was after she ran away the second time. She said they chose to let her go. The girl has been rowdy out since elementary age and actively seen out with this man and even at his home. Who knows who all is involved in her unaliving? She could have been driving his car and got jacked by someone they all know, but hated her in his relationship. How he didn't even know she was a child is beyond ignorant. 11 to 15, ain't no way he didn't know. So I don't know. I mean, it's so many scenarios that we can go with. Again, once they give us more information, it's really what we can really basically say. Because as of right now, I just think that, something else happened. All right. Whether the girl was driving the car and it happened or she was at his house because he left her there. and somebody was there, you know, maybe a girlfriend, a second girlfriend, or a third girlfriend. It could be anybody, you know, because honestly, I'm trying to figure out if it was him, why would he park his car right there at his basically right, like what did they say, 150 feet or something like that from his home? Come on now. I don't think anyone would do that. The only way I think he would do that is if he has some mental problems and just say, you just, you know, reach it right here. He changed into his alter ego, like I said before, and did it and don't remember things. And, you know, his alter ego wouldn't give a damn about parking that car right up the little, right there by the house because he would want David to get in trouble. That's the only thing that I can come up with if he actually did it. Other than that, it could be anybody. You said, yeah, his name is Caleb or something like that. I don't think it's the brother either. I think it may be a chick. Just never know. Like you said before, Janae, it could be. So Charleston White said he thinks he was set up as well. Okay. So let's see what else we got here. One murder. So I already told you that you know what certificate says she wasn't pregnant. Oh, also David may have received notification if a body was put in his trunk while he was on tour. Now remember, you heard it first over on Shades too. Just like when I was discussing the other day, I was going over what the neighbors said when they said that car seemed to have been parked around the area for over a month. So then I was sitting up here calculating, and I said that this girl probably got unaligned sometimes in late July or the first week of August. All right. And then I was like, because everybody was saying that dude was out on tour, and I was like, well, if she got unaligned in July, he could have possibly did that before he went on tour, you know, and then had somebody else help him, and somebody just messed up when they left the car there a little bit too long in that space, because they might have been planning on removing that car, and they just didn't. But you know, they did put a ticket on that car at first, so clearly that debunked what I just said, because if you saw a ticket on your car, if you was checking it, you would see the ticket on your car, and you would automatically move that car because you wouldn't want the police to come and tow it. All right? It's crazy. So like I said, they say he might have been notified when the remains were put in his Tesla, okay? But did he have his notifications on? Anyway, TMZ said a Tesla app can notify you if your trunk is left open for more than 10 minutes. This means that it took more than 10 minutes for Celeste's body to be put in the trunk. He would have allegedly known the trunk was open. And that's pretty interesting. But this is unconfirmed if D4vd had the Tesla app, or if he had the notifications on, just like I just said. Let's see what else. So one thing that they do know is that they know for sure that Celeste Rivers passed on, and someone placed her body in the front trunk area of David Burke's, D4vd's legal name, in the front trunk area of her Tesla, of his Tesla. He said, we also know that the car had been parked at the location from which it was towed for many weeks. So it is very likely Celeste had been unaligned for several weeks prior to her body being discovered. So this is crazy. So again, they still do not know what happened, who did this to this chick at all. So let's hold this right here. So again, this is a very interesting situation right here with this girl and stuff. I mean, it's just so weird, man. All this stuff, the body being placed in the car, and nobody. What about the neighbors? Nobody had any footage captured on their Ring cameras or anything. It's just weird. Because you would think somebody would have saw who got in the car and moved it. And like I said, his car was ticketed 11 days before her body was found. 11 days before that. So when they put the ticket on the car, did they not smell anything coming from the car? Yep, 11 days. On August the 27th, a parking enforcement officer marked the car, noting the position of the tires in the Hollywood Hills neighborhood where the singer lived. Yeah, it was parked there. It violated a 72-hour parking ordinance. That's crazy. But like I said, with everything else, I'll keep you guys abreast of this case and stuff and everything. Plainly crazy. Somebody said just what I said. He said it sounds like when he was on tour, his friends were using his car, and maybe one of them made a move on the girl, and she said no, and maybe the situation went down. Who knows? I'm sure eventually the truth will come out. I told you that's what I think, something similar. All right. So guys, now that's it for all of the topics and stuff. We're gonna watch a couple of videos and Shane's thoughts, and then that will be it. Let me give you another breaking news, and I did it like this, so I won't have to do a whole segment. So, Aleve, guys. Let me just tell y'all about this real quick. Doctors warn that Aleve, ALEVE, may trigger heart attacks and strokes, even after just weeks of use. Okay? And Aleve is for stiff joints, headaches, or lingering ache of the yard work. And so a lot of people use it for arthritis and back pain too. And so that Aleve and other NSAIDs, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, they may quietly raise your risk of heart attack and strokes, even within the first week of use. So, Aleve, they claim, poses a cardiovascular threat. It can give you a blood clot risk, all right? Blood pressure increase. It interferes with aspirin. And I think that's it, all right? All right. So yeah, if you take that, you just may want to talk to your doctor about Aleve and weigh your pros and cons. Okay, let's see what else. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to these viral videos. And if I do see another story, I'll just tell y'all in between that time, okay? So let's go ahead and do this. Before Shades Tube get tired, for real. All right, let's go ahead and do this. Let me go over here. Get back to my messages. Oh my God, he dressed up as a bear. Let's watch this again. No, man. Look at this shit. This man. Oh my God, man. He's still running this shit. Listen, he's still running. He fell, he dropped his stuff. That was funny as shit. He took his helmet. Boy, that's crazy as hell. Man, he was gone, man. He was gone. He didn't even scream. He just took off. Damn, he was gone. I don't blame him. Shit. That was funny right there, you guys. Okay. Let's go to the next one. Oh, damn. Watch this.
Man almost gets mauled by bear. Man almost gets mauled by bear. Man almost gets mauled.
What I don't understand is how is he walking up close to this bear like that? Is damn, do he know this bear? Huh? Because how is he walking up to this damn bear like this? He was first running from him. Look at his little nose and shit, man. Oh no, his nose looked tripped out, man. It's running and shit. Oh no, he looks tripped out, you guys. Can you imagine? Damn, it's almost like the damn bear was right up here on me, and y'all. I need my bear spray to get this shit on everything. Then that was a trip. Let's see what this thing got up there. That was a trip, you guys. That was a trip. So he trying to feed a grizzly bear some food. Is this the one? Hold on, let's see.
No. Huh? No. Huh? No. Huh?
Okay. I don't know what to say about this right here either. He almost got his ass attacked. That's crazy. I would have threw that damn whole bag at him. These people are crazy as hell. How are you feeding a grizzly bear like this? All right, stupid ass. Let me tell y'all this other breaking news about this other story real quick. Over there in I think in London, a lady just was unalived by her dog, okay? A Rottweiler. And what happened is that she was feeding them her dog. You know, she got two dogs. She had two dogs, the Rottweiler and then a small dog. She was feeding them some chicken nuggets and she was throwing it up in the air. And I guess when she threw it up in the air, the Rottweiler was jumping up to get it. And when he jumped up to get it, he actually ripped into her arm and severed her artery. And the lady bled to, the point where she obviously lost too much blood and, passed on. So they ended up putting the dogs to sleep, both of them. It was an accident. The dog did not do it on purpose. It's just that, like I just said, she was giving them a treat, giving them some chicken nuggets. She threw the chicken nuggets up in the air in her house, and the Rottweiler was trying to get it before the little bitty dog. And when he was trying to get it, her hand, when she threw the food up, I guess he jumped up at the same time and he grabbed her arm instead and severed her artery, and she bled too. Sad situation. And they ended up putting both of the dogs to sleep. I really didn't agree with them putting the dogs to sleep at all because the dog did not do it on purpose. The Rottweiler is a super big dog, right? It's bigger than the little bitty small dog she had. And he was just basically trying to get the food before the little dog did. And when she was trying to feed the dog, she had her hand still out there. He jumped up and snatched her arm. So it was just a mistake, and they just put those dogs to unalive. That's crazy. But yeah, that was a tripped out story, a freak ass accident. It's plainly crazy. So that's why I'm gonna be playing around with these animals. All right, he could have easily been taken and unalived and eaten out there trying to feed a damn grizzly bear. People do stupid stuff. All right, let's go to the next one. Damn. So they said Mike Epps almost let the Indian animal out on stage. Curse out fan and about to jump. Let me see.
Two old ass niggas. Two old ass niggas. Two old ass niggas.
It's always them. Hold on. It's always them old ass ninjas who be trying to act young and trying to start a fight and stuff. Okay, that's crazy. Doing all of that. So he cussed out the fan and was about to jump. I guess fight or whatever the case is. That's crazy. Okay, so this person right here saw a UFO. Let's see this.
Again. I'm turning down. It shot a lot again. Look, oh my God.
I'm turning down 11.
What the fuck is that?
All right. I just had to call and tell you, look in the sky. Just look in the sky.
It's shooting the light down. What the fuck is that? It look like it's taking somebody.
Y'all, I'm sorry. I'm up here cracking up, okay? For real. Let's see.
Shut up.
It look like it what?
What the fuck? Like it's taking?
What?
It look like it's taking somebody.
Taking somebody?
What the fuck is that? Look, it did it again.
Hey, why are you so loud?
Look, baby.
I see it, babe.
It's shooting the light down. What the fuck is that?
You showing me on the phone and I see it right in the car.
Oh my God.
Where is they shining that light?
What the fuck?
Is they shining it down? That's in the sky.
Oh,
what the fuck is in the sky?
Hold on. The light is shining all the way down. I saw it going all the way down. If you rewind this a little bit, let me show y'all.
So loud.
Look, baby.
I see it, babe.
It's shooting the light down. What the fuck is that?
You showing me on the phone and I see it right in the car.
Oh my God.
You can see the light coming all the way down. It's going all the way down all the way down. What is it shining that light on? Like it's shining down on somebody's house or the ground. It's weird, man. It's weird.
Shining that light.
What the fuck?
Is they shining it? No, that's in the sky. What the fuck is in the sky, yo?
What the fuck is that, y'all?
And it looks like it's over there by campus. Man, are we the only one that's seeing this?
Bro.
Y'all ass crazy.
Hey, don't just wind your window.
Hey, roll your window down. You see that shit?
In the sky.
What is that?
Where?
Right here. Look. That red shit. Look, what the fuck is that?
Yo! Yeah!
Yo, what light is some shit in the air, bro?
Yeah!
Yo, it's fucking red. Yo, look at that shit.
We going!
It's shooting the light down, bro.
Bro, it's shooting the light down, bro.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah, it's shooting the light down. What do y'all think that is? Huh? It's shooting a light out. Let's see. But I don't think it's no UFO. I believe it's something with the military. I mean, with NASA. I need people. He said he saw it outside his house too. Let's see. What is that though? Let's see. What is this? Wait a minute. Hold on. Look at that picture again. So you got this up here. What is this? Let's let me see. What is that right there? What is this? Okay, what is that? That could be on the camera. This is the light right here coming from up there. That's something right there. I don't know what this is, you guys. It's shining right over there. I don't know what that is. They say it's a laser light casting up from the ground, not a UFO nor UAP, unfortunately. So I don't know. I think it's something else. Somebody said they developed a huge laser and maybe testing it or showing it off. Yeah, because I know I don't think it's a damn. I don't know. I don't think it's no UFO. So you seen it too. That's it right there. Either it's something NASA doing or something like that. Somebody said it's from the stadium. It's beaming up, not down. So it's from the stadium there. People are silly. That's where it's coming from. Okay. Okay. Okay, so somebody says this right here. People stupid. Oh my God. Okay, anyway, we just figure it has to be some type of laser show or something like that. Okay. Let's see. Dispatch has been leaked and there wasn't an autopsy done on Charlie Kirk. Really? Let's see.
The plot thickens. I'm not sure if you saw, but audio has been released from Dispatch that Charlie Kirk was not going in for autopsy, that the doctor at the hospital was going to sign the death certificate. I've been a funeral director and embalmer for 23 years. And in cases like this, where there was trauma, there was a murder, a coroner would always sign the death certificate. At the very minimum, they would go to the medical examiner for a topical exam. And it's my understanding in Utah, it's a law in circumstances like this that an autopsy would done. I'm very confused on this. Let me know in the comments what you think. The plot thickens. I'm not sure if you saw, but audio has been released from Dispatch that Charlie Kirk was not going in for autopsy, that the doctor at the hospital was going to sign the death certificate.
Like I said, again, the whole thing is suspicious, and I don't believe Tyler Robinson did this. I don't even, honestly, you guys, I don't even believe he really, I believe it could have been somebody else who was shooting and made him think that he was shooting. He did it. He was shooting, but I don't think his bullet, I think somebody else could have taken that shot. This is crazy. Very strange. A lot of people saying it's not adding up. That's crazy. And they said it's not normal. So it's suspicious, you guys. It's very suspicious. And I don't want to talk too much about it, but it's very suspicious. So she's having an argument with her goat. Okay.
Get the hell away from me. What? What is wrong with you? Uno! Get the hell away from me.
It was something like he said F-U-C-K. Okay, let's go to the
Yeah.
I heard my baby crying for help. Stop it. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Put the goat down. Drop the goat. Oh my gosh. Hello.
How do you do that? How do you freaking do that? Look.
How did he get his big ass through that?
Don't bother me.
Zapatero, ¿qué opina usted del gobierno de Zapatero?
No. I wonder why the first goat was trying to go in the damn fire. That's weird. That's very, very strange. That's very strange. That's what I'm saying. Is everything okay with the first goat? He was like he was trying to commit the S word. I don't know. That's weird. Okay, let's see this right here. Them ghosts are a trip, man. Ooh. So let's see what they're talking about here. Another autopsy result of Charlie Kirk contradict the actual thing.
Okay, guys, now we have a big fucking problem because the medical examiner just released the Charlie Kirk autopsy report, and he said that the bullet never came out the back. And so the problem with that is they already announced that the weapon was a 30-06 high-caliber hunting rifle. I don't know if you've ever fired one of those, but I have many times. It is a hunter's primary option for hunting big game animals. We're talking deer, moose, bear, buffalo. Hell, Teddy Roosevelt took down a fucking elephant with a 30-06. If you're not ready, it will knock you on your ass when you fire it. And so now you mean to tell me that that high of a caliber from 150, 200 yards away is not powerful enough to exit the body? I call it absolute bullshit because that caliber would absolutely destroy your vertebrae. It would literally explode your rib cage. There is no possibility that it wouldn't exit your body. So what aren't they telling us? And if they have the weapon, why are they not releasing any ballistics information to us? If this is such a high-profile case that they're claiming it to be, then where the fuck is the transparency? What don't they want us to know? Okay, guys, now we have a big fucking problem because the medical examiner just released the Charlie Kirk autopsy report, And he said that the bullet never came out the back. And so the problem with that is they already announced that the weapon was a 30-06 high caliber hunting rifle. I don't know if you've ever fired one of those, but I have many times. It is a hunter's primary option for hunting big game animals. We're talking deer, moose, bear, buffalo. Hell, Teddy Roosevelt took down a fucking elephant with a 30-06. If you're not ready, it will knock you on your ass when you fire it. And so now you mean to tell me that that high of a caliber from 150, 200 yards away is not powerful enough to exit the body? I call it absolute bullshit, because that caliber would absolutely destroy your vertebrae. It would literally explode your rib cage. There is no possibility that it wouldn't exit your body. So what aren't they telling us? And if they have the weapon, why are they not releasing any ballistics information to us? If this is such a high-profile case that they're claiming it to be, then where the fuck is the transparency? What don't they want us to know? Okay, guys, now we have a big fucking problem, because the medical examiner just released the Charlie Kirk autopsy.
What y'all think about that? I played it twice because I want y'all to hear it really well. What do y'all think about that? Somebody said those Epstein files must be atrocious. Y'all think it's a cover-up or what? They said the wife is on the files. You think? Let's see. 30.6 is just the size of the bullet. It says nothing about how much G powder it was sent with, and that is what determines how much damage the bullet will do. Anyone who's watched this film, Snake Eyes, knows this is definitely suspicious. A man named Charlie Kirkland shot in the neck on September the 10th, and the suspected shooter was named Tyler. That is no coincidence. So Snake Eyes was similar to that? So what was Snake Eyes about? Let's see. So in the Tyler guy, the movie was covering up the real unaliver. Somebody said that Kirk was shot below the tunnel through the pipe, small tunnel, or it was filled what? A couple of days after the shooting. What do you mean shot under the chair? Let's see. They said they hit him on the right and exited through his left jugular. There's a complete breakdown video on YouTube and TikTok from Toy Soldier 1985. It's crazy. The caliber bullet they're claiming definitely would not have blown his neck to pieces and not stopped in his spine. Look up a zip gun, G, and it's used in previous cover-up assassinations or the conspiracies of the cover-up. Wow. Puff of smoke and everything can be seen. Don't believe everything you're shown in the mainstream media. So, see what else they got here. Now, they said the Epstein file disappeared faster than the bullet hole in Trump's ear. Like I said, guys, there's something definitely suspicious with this whole entire situation. Somebody said, they said, were you aware that somebody yelled, stay down before the shots rained out? What did that person see? I hope this is not showing the actual thing. Let's see. Somebody did say stay down. Hold on, let's see this again. Somebody said stay down. Who was that said, stay down? Huh? Wait a minute. Somebody said, why would someone jump over the table, grab something, and then run away without help? Somebody did that. Let's see. Oh, yeah, I saw him. So what was that all about? He did jump over the table. He did grab something, and he just ran away. What was that about? Huh? And it was pretty loud to be far from back there. I don't think it was. Let's see that bullet. Let's see that again. That was really loud. So who was the guy? What did he get? The one jumped over the table. They say he may have been a driver. They say, I guess, in the keys to drive, Charlie. They say his label mic, there was an explosion. Okay. They said the bodyguard made a hand signal, then runs to him. I don't care. It doesn't look good. I don't know, you guys. That's crazy. They said none of these people had blood on them. They said not a drop of blood on the concrete and no ambulance. I don't know, you guys. This is so weird. And they said they rushed him out before they did first aid or putting pressure on the wound. So that's, I don't know, you guys. This is so weird. This whole entire thing is weird as hell. Okay, let's look at this one right here.
What my cousin, you come if I'm gonna clap you, bro.
Don't worry, watch this.
Nigga, nah. Watch what, nigga. I'm watching, nigga. Where you at, pussy? Where you at? Nah, where you at? You talking about where you at, bro? Look, I'm giving you my low right now. Where you at? Buddy, you come over here, I'm gonna clap you, bro. I'm telling you right now. You come over here, bro, I'm gonna clap you, bro. I don't give a fuck about your life, bro. Fuck your life, bro. You come over here, I'm gonna clap you, bro. I'm on some real shit right now, bro. Come over here, I'm gonna... clap you, bro. You come over here, bro. I'm gonna clap you, bro. You come over here, I'm gonna clap you, bro. 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 Nigga, I'm gonna clap you, nigga. Get the fuck away from me, nigga. Come over here, clap you.
Police are searching for whoever shot and killed a teenager in Brooklyn. The NYPD police are...
What am I cousin? You come over here, I'm gonna clap you, bro.
Don't worry, watch this.
Nigga, nah. Watch what, nigga. I'm watching, nigga. Where you at, pussy? Where you at? Nah, where you at? You talking about where you at, bro? Look, I'm giving you my low right now. Where you at? Buddy, you come over here, I'm gonna clap you, bro. I'm telling you right now. You come over here, bro, I'm gonna clap you, bro. I don't give a fuck about your life, bro. Fuck your life, bro. You come over here, I'm gonna clap you, bro. I'm on some real shit right now, bro. Come over here, I'm gonna... clap you, bro. You come over here, bro. I'm gonna clap you, bro. You come over here, I'm gonna clap you, bro. 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 Nigga, I'm gonna clap you, nigga. Get the fuck away from me. Nigga, come over here, clap you.
Police are searching for whoever shot and killed a teenager in Brooklyn. The NYPD police are...
What am I cousin?
So he ended, so this thug right here ended up unalive in this one. Okay. That's sad. Got to do better. Mm-mm. So they say he what? He bam. He what? The cause is a skit. That's straight. Okay. I don't know what you just said. Goodness. So did he? Is this real or is this a skit? This crazy, man. This is crazy. Let me see at the top what it says. Okay. All right. That's crazy. So let's see this one.
Good morning.
Business.
Good morning.
You with your wife. You with your wife, bitch. I came before you. You're dusty ass wife. Is you okay? I've been here for an hour and 30 minutes before you and your dusty ass wife came to fuck over you. Bitch, mind your business. Don't tell me what the fuck to do. Bitch, because my money weight like yours, bitch. You think because you white, you got more than me, bitch. What are you talking about? You fuck ass nigga. Don't play with me. Mind your business, bitch. I got more than what the fuck you and your wife got. More money, what the fuck are you talking about? Y'all look like dusty ass crackhead hair pimples, bitch. Yeah, you should have said that to me. You should have said that.
Good morning.
Business.
Good morning.
You with your wife. You with your wife, bitch. I came before you. You're dusty ass wife. Is you okay? I've been here for an hour and 30 minutes before you and your dusty ass wife came to fuck over you. Bitch, mind your business. Don't tell me what the fuck to do. Bitch, because my money weight like yours, bitch. You think because you white, you got more than me, bitch. What are you talking about? You fuck ass nigga. Don't play with me. Mind your business, bitch. I got more than what the fuck you and your wife got. More money, what the fuck are you talking about? Y'all look like dusty ass crackhead hair pimples, bitch. Yeah, you should have said that to me. You should have said that.
Good morning.
Business.
Good
You
morning.
with your wife. You with your wife, bitch. I came before you. You're dusty ass wife. Is you okay? I've been here for an hour and 30 minutes before you and your dusty ass wife came to fuck over you. Bitch, mind your business. Don't tell me what the fuck to do. Bitch, because my money weight like yours, bitch. You think because you white?
That's a fail right there. And I hope y'all was reading the comments, all these racist ass people just playing, and they act like a lot of people don't do that. It doesn't matter about the color. I see that in all different types of people.
Charlie? Passenger identification checks are you? Passengers may be also subject to random security screening. Please use relation
Charlie?
passenger identification checks are you? Passengers may be also subject to random security screening. Please use relation
Charlie?
passenger identification checks are you?
That is not Sean Kirk, stupid asses, huh? Goodness.
So everybody needs to hear this. A group of military contractors led by Eric Prince, yes, the guy behind Blackwater, he just pitched a $25 billion plan to mass deport 12 million people before the 2026 midterm. They're talking about putting processing camps on military bases. They're talking about having a private fleet of planes and even a small army of citizens to make arrests. That's equivalent to deporting 500,000 people per month. That's over a 600% increase on current levels. This is 100% illegal and dystopian. But guess what? They're trying to make it happen anyway. And guess who profits? Private contractors. Yep. These are the same people who cashed in on war, and now they want to cash in on deportation. We already know this is cruel, but it's also dangerous. We all know what happens when governments start rounding people up and putting them in camps. I'm calling this out now, and I need the United States citizens to stand up with me. Be sure you like, share, and comment, and get this post out there to every single person we can. So everybody needs to hear this. A group of military contractors led by Eric Prince, Yes, the guy behind Blackwater. He just pitched a $25 billion plan to mass deport 12 million people before the 2026 midterm. They're talking about putting processing camps on military bases. They're talking about having a private.
Okay, let's go ahead and look at this one, you guys.
That's a minor. It should have been a warning, but you got him in handcuffs.
Why is he in the back of the police car though?
Did he hit a car? What he on the wrist for? What crime did he committed?
I just got separated too. I'm on the crowd.
Nigga fucking the little boy, man. He got a nigga in handcuffs, bro.
All right.
Hold on, bro. Don't even go up far, bro. I'm gonna call, bro.
Sure. I'm real elephant. Hey, boy. What the bikers do? They recklessly drive into traffic, hitting cars. You try to stop them, obviously they take off. So you have to seize the bike. Hey, back to the office. So illegal. Doesn't matter if you're a kid. It's illegal, right? Or you gonna hit a bike now. Yeah. Did he hit a car? It's a Hispanic, bro. No. 704-449-7584. Yes, because it can identify right.
Yeah, call his mama, bro.
My dad is you could do that, but my dad's a car shop. So if he ain't hit no car, it should have been a warning. Hey, stay off the road.
That's not how it works.
That's what it should have been. That's how it works. That's a minor. It should have been a warning. But you got him in handcuffs.
Why is he in the back of the police car though?
Did he hit a car? What he on the wrist for? What crime did he committed? Reckless driving on a bicycle. Did he hit a car? He don't have to hit a car. So why did you warn him? The first crime you commit, right? If it's a real legitimate crime, you're supposed to get warned. Right?
Call his mama. He in handcuffs right now.
I know how I want to work. I'm telling you now how I want to work. I'm glad my uncle for a second. I was like, you told me. That's a
Only in Charlotte, huh? Okay, no comment. Let me go ahead and do this one.
Yo, y'all heard about this dude right here? This is 25-year-old Quantarius Washington. He met 67-year-old Linda Stallings at her boutique shop. The two quickly began to talk. He began to visit her church on a regular basis, and shortly after meeting him, she moved him directly into her home. Her daughter came to visit her mother and discovered that the mother moved this young man into her home. And during the visit, her daughter began to press him about his background and financial stability and things of that nature there. She told her mother that he seemed extremely evasive, and she warned her mother about the decision of moving this guy into her home. The mother cut her daughter off, thinking her daughter was just trying to be overprotective or extremely jealous that her mother was finally happy in her life. Mind you, the mother had been a widow for the last 8 years. Her husband died on her. Anyway, 3 weeks after her daughter was visiting, the mother announced on social media that the two were getting married. She held a small wedding ceremony in her backyard. 7 days after her mother got married, she was discovered at the foot of the staircase leading upstairs to her bedroom, dead, with blood coming out of her mouth and out the side of her fucking temple, yo. And yo, check this shit out right here. 3 days after the woman died, her daughter began to discover that the mother signed everything over to this guy. They eventually found out that he killed her. And they also eventually found out who sent him, a pastor at her mother's church who sent this guy to this woman to meet her, to groom her, and to ultimately wipe her clean. Yo, y'all heard about this dude right here? This is 25-year-old Quantarius Washington. He met 67-year-old Linda Stallings at her boutique shop.
Now, why would a 60-some-year-old woman be talking to a 20-some-year-old dude? Okay? He's just too young, honey. You should have known. Damn, they should make this out of a movie. $25, lady, come on. He didn't have to kill her, though. He did not have to kill this lady at all.
I can't take it no more. My baby daddy don't give a fuck.
I told y'all about this story the other day on Fucking Friday.
My mama don't give a fuck. I've been struggling so long with mental health. So if y'all understand a young mother, right? If she been reaching out for months and months, please, 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 please hear her out. Hear her. Just hear her. Because I'm about to do this, guys. Whew. I'm about to do this, y'all. And I love my kids. I love my kids so much. So much. But I can't leave them behind because how? I can't leave them behind because who the fuck gonna take care of them? I don't want them. I know they'll be safe with God. And I know I'm gonna go to hell. Oh God, I'm gonna go to hell. And God, I know you're disappointed. I know, but I've been trying. I told you to show up for me. I tried every way, God. But I know my kid's gonna be safe with him. Oh Lord. I told you, God, I was getting tired. And Theo, you really hurt me with this because you could never see how much of pain I am. You never saw how much of pain I was in, Theo. And it hurt me so bad. It hurt me so bad. And y'all, don't get it twisted. I'm not doing this about no nigga. I'm doing this because I am a tired single mother that got too much on her shoulders. I don't know how to figure out this life when no one helps me. So don't even blame Theo either because he did his part when he was there, but he was not no good father when times was bad. To my mama, Ma, you knew I was at my lowest. You knew, Ma. You knew I was at my lowest, Ma. You knew. You just hit me right down. You literally just saved me from suicide. You saved me from suicide. And now you the reason. Another reason, like you just added icing on the cake. My kids, I love them so much. I love my kids so much. And I wish I wasn't so selfish. That's selfish of me, right? Is it selfish of me? But then it's like, y'all won't ever understand because I never had a break. Even when I was in a hospital having my baby. It's never a break. I never had a support system. So who the hell am I going to leave them with? I love my kids. If I don't do it, believe it's because I look my kids in their eyes. I'm right here at the pool. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful at the pool, y'all. It's so beautiful. Oh, Lord. It's so beautiful. Oh, Lord. Oh, y'all, babies. I love you, okay? Dada, can you tell mommy you love me? I love you. I love you. Yeah. Mommy love you. Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss, okay? Two. Mommy love you, okay? Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. So, I just want to come in here with this my last. I can't.
I'm so glad these kids were saved and her ass was put in jail because this is ridiculous. And I see people in the comment section saying she was tired. Listen, a lot of women be tired, but that doesn't mean we take our children's lives or even unalive ourselves, okay? If your family members won't help you, go to someone that will. I don't even know how she did this, was trying to do this. I'm just glad that she made the video, her relatives saw it, and came out there and saved her kids and her life. Plainly ridiculous. Goodness. And think about it, again, these baby fathers need to step up too. Because, they make these babies and they disappear. It's just plain ridiculous. I still say this is not the way, though. A lot of people be tired, but we don't do this. All right? Point blank. Okay, so we got, let's see. We're going to have two more. That'll be it, okay? Oh gosh. Okay, so we'll look at this one and this, and then we'll watch the other ones tomorrow because we watched a lot of videos.
Yeah, then y'all ain't even got handcuffs. They got these men like
And then y'all,
got his damn child killed.
y'all surrounding a fucking baby, got a
Crime. Y'all
Take
fucking
your
wrong for that
baby
shit.
Take your baby. Y'all got kids right here. Y'all broke as hell, man.
You got any cameras so y'all heard this
man.
man.
And y'all the hood, man. Y'all we so fuck y'all up. Man, look at their face. They mamas is immigrants for sure. What the fuck is wrong with them? His ass definitely some type of Hispanic.
It's two Mexicans right here, bro. That's clear as day.
Y'all good at that, bro.
Look, they taking the mama too. No, don't take her from her baby. Don't take her from her baby. They trying to take the mama.
Bro, it's y'all
Don't
crazy.
take her from her baby.
Bro, y'all ass bogus as hell.
Don't take her from her baby. They bogus.
It's y'all
I think they trying to take the mama now. Yeah, then y'all ain't even got handcuffs. They got these men like
And then y'all,
got his damn child killed.
y'all surrounding a fucking baby.
The thing about it, this is why it's important to know who you vote for and to support the right type of people in office. Because anybody should have known this was going to happen again. It happened before. And that's why voting matters. Okay? Damn. Little girl crying and everything. That is so crazy. Damn. They're going to pay for this stuff. Watch.
Come here, Michaela. Let me see something right quick. Come here. Come here. No, it seems like these little Indian kids over here. We leave every time she come in. So let's see. Come on. Come here. Let me see something right quick. Come back on this side. You can leave them up. You can come back on this side. Come down this way. Okay, you can go play in the water right there. Oh, wow. Okay, come on. I just wanted to see if what I was thinking was true.
I'll tell y'all something. I wouldn't give two craps, all right? Point blank. You have to teach your kids to basically love themselves and don't care about certain kids who don't want to play with them because of their skin color or whatever the case is. You're going to have this, which is a damn shame, because if they're teaching their kids to be racist because they don't, they don't really know black people. They know what they do. They sit here and watch the ones that, do bad things, and they think all black people are like this. And so they teach their kids, don't play with black kids or blase, which is a shame because the very same thing they are doing to us, a white person would do to them. It's crazy. A couple of years ago when my son did the YouTube video with this YouTuber, a famous YouTuber, he was in one of his skits. They were outside and it was this, let's see what I can't remember what the dude was. Anyway, he said he was tripping out because he wanted to be in the video and he was accusing the dude who my son was in his video, he was accusing him of being racist. And the dude is mixed. And the dude who was doing the accusing, he was telling my son and the other dudes out there, the other people out there, that they called them sand ends. Okay. And he was trying to tell them that they should let they should let him be in the video and they should all stick together because in his country, because his skin is a little darker, they call them sand ends. So the thing is what I'm trying to say is this people are just plainly ridiculous. How can they be racist when the same thing that they are doing to the little black girl is the same thing that some white people do with their kids? They tell their kids they don't want them playing with Indian kids or they don't want them playing with Latino kids or black kids. So y'all got to watch what y'all do straight up. You just got to watch what you do. And how can any minority be racist against another minority? Okay, that's crazy. That's very strange. That's crazy. But I would just teach my child that some kids just, their parents teach them how to be racist. Just play by yourself or somebody else will come over there and play with you. All right, point blank. It's plain. That's sad. All right, so y'all, thank you so much for tuning in to these viral videos. And hopefully I'll be able to keep all of them up. And thanks to Jermaine for getting all those. And tomorrow I'll play the rest of them. All right, let's go ahead and get off of this. Stop sharing. That was a trips, especially the animal ones and everything. Let me go back over here. All right, with that being said, we are getting ready to get out of here. We've been on here for a while. Let's see. No, we know that's not a drone. We said it's a laser show. The laser, something with lasers. Okay. You gonna watch it tonight? Tonight is over. Yeah, but that he may have took the keys. Okay, somebody just gave an explanation. He might have taken the keys to get ready to drive that dude to the hospital or wherever they went. It may be a skit. I hope so, because otherwise that little boy got unalive. But I thought I heard him laughing, so hopefully it was a skit. Thank you so much, Janae. Y'all make sure y'all thumbs up this video. Hold on. Subscribe to the channel and hit that bell notification so you can be notified of any upcoming videos. And share and leave a comment. And again, if you want to show additional support for the channel, you can feel free to do a super sticker, super chat, a Cash App donation at $Shades2, or you can copy yourself a membership for $4.99 per month. This was a very nice live tonight. And the only thing that I need to say regarding Shades thoughts is, again, y'all, just don't be teaching y'all kids how to be racist. That's not a good look, okay? At all. I mean, damn, especially if you are a minority yourself. Because the same thing you are doing to another minority, a white person will do you the same way. Because they be racist. Some of them, not all of them, be racist against all minorities when they be racist. So I don't understand how y'all can be racist to other minorities. It's crazy. So treat people the way you want them to treat you. That's just all I got to say. Treat people the way you would like them to treat you, point blank. If you do that, things will go much easier, much smoother for you. And you would be happier, more happier within, which reflects on the outside. All right? All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Like I said before, you guys have a blessed night and have a blessed Tuesday. And I'll see y'all tomorrow night. I'm going to try to come on a little bit earlier than I did tonight and stop trying to change my time. It just all depends. I'm so busy. It's a trip. But anyway, I'll try to come on a little bit early tomorrow. Make sure y'all catch my Country Rain live reaction tomorrow afternoon, early afternoon. All right, in my YouTube shorts, which I'll be doing not a walkthrough, but it's like a walkthrough at Dollar Tree. But I'm showing you guys some organization things, storage containers you can use in your kitchen, in your refrigerator. So check that out tomorrow, okay? All right. No later what? What are you talking about? I'll be forgetting what I say because I'll be saying so much. What are you talking about, Jermaine? And Jermaine, shut your mouth up. Little ninja. All right, guys, because he takes like 2 years to type one little thing. So thank you to Jermaine for being his snake ass here. Thanks to Tony Bands. Have a good night at work, Tony Bands. Thanks to Payo. You probably sleep right now, so or doing what you do. So good night, Payo. Most hated must be off tonight. All right. And thanks to everybody in the bushes, everybody watching this in the replay. Y'all have a blessed night and a blessed tomorrow. And I'll see y'all later, okay? Peace out, y'all. Oh, you said the movie, you're gonna watch the movie later. Okay. Okay, that's why you said duh. Duh to your ass. Okay? All right. All right, guys. Let me change this back and we are getting ready to get out of here. Let's see. All right, y'all. Let me put my music on and we are gone. The outro, that is. Good night, y'all. Peace out. Wait, what's the damn song? Okay, here it is right here.
Yo, turn the lights down low and the drama up. She's late, she's loud, and she live. Woo! You already know who it is. Shay's 2, baby. She back again. Crowd lit, vibe on 10. Shay walk in like we back again. News, tea, jokes and spins. She don't do small talk, she go in. From the headlines to the comment section. She call names with no correction. You tuned in, don't act brand new. It's late night, baby, she got that view. It's late night with Shay. She say what she want and laughs all day. Look on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I let gang, back again. It's late night with Shay. She say what she want and laughs all day. Look on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again. Popcorn ready, wig on alert. She dropped one line, is somebody hurt? Talk show queen with a side of roast. She run this thing from coast to coast. Late on purpose, still on time. She hit you with shade, then call it a rhyme. Talk smart, talk slick, talk flame. Say the name right here, late night with Shay. Late night with Shay. She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again. It's late night with Shay. She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again. That's right. News, drama, laughs, whatever else you feel like. One mic, one queen. Late night.